welcome back to... Don't mind me move the screen over 2 inches, it was out of place. Welcome back to Paragon Dust, episode 3. Thank you for joining us for the 3rd installment of this wacky and fun little adventure. We're so happy to have you here, me, Art, the Keeper. We got all of our characters here who you should know by now, but if you don't, real quick, just introduce yourselves real quick, say your name.
Sup, I'm Nate.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Steve Lanky.
Not the first and last name.
And I'm Patty Williamson. I'll be with you, Steve.
Hey.
We'll team up together.
Mm-hmm.
We'll team up together. I sound quiet? Yeah, tell me if the audio is okay, if I sound quiet, because Streamlabs is rude to me and unkind. But I can turn on the music if it's too loud. I have the technology.
We have the resources.
We have the resources. The music is a bit loud.
Mm-hmm.
I got the technology to fix that. How's that? How we vibing? The text started.
We vibing.
How is it? Oh, that is better. Good.
Yay!
Swag. Good. I'm glad. For some reason, sometimes it just wants to be quiet, so I'm just gonna pull this up closer to me.
Oh.
Give it a good
Get that mic real close.
Not real close. So I guess we should maybe do a bit of a recap from last time. I don't know if someone particularly wants to do the recap. If not,
You know what? This pressure always falls on me. I'm happy for someone else to take the wheel.
Whoa.
Just because I'm Rhea doesn't mean I always have to do the recap. Anyway, last time on Rhea's recap. No, I'm kidding. Someone go for it.
I could do the recap.
Do
It's
it,
not going to
do it,
be as
Charlie.
it's not going to be as flavorful as
It'll
Rhea
be
because I get a little nervous speaking. But we fought the Boo Hag. We did some fun little maneuver of driving it to Charlie's cabin. I think Patty got attacked and driving it. She hit it, right? She hit it with her car.
Yeah. I definitely ran him over.
Nate did a really cool speech and fell through the roof and pinned it down with his axe. We had a little bit of emotional time at the end. Wait, was last episode also Steve going, "You ever see Castlevania?" That is my most favorite part of last time's episode. That was so good. So it got emotional at the end. And we had a little talk about, should we keep monster hunting or should we not? But I think we came to the conclusion that the monsters are just going to come to us and it can't be stopped and we can't not do nothing. So I think that we defeated our first monster together. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then Steve's boss came in and she was gorgeous.
She was.
She's a dark-skinned woman with white hair. Pushed
Hello.
back, slicked back, short white hair with an undercut. In a full suit, 6 feet tall. It was a pretty lady.
Wow.
Pretty saucy mama. And speaking of that, I think we should just go right back to that before we do a bit of... Yeah, oh!
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll go ahead and go right back to that since that's kind of where we left off. I believe the last thing we heard is, if I'm looking at my notes correctly, it was this woman came in into your accounting firm, which is closed on the weekends, while you were doing a bit of research. If you want to remind everyone what you were trying to find.
I was just looking for any financial records that might suggest weird stuff happening in town.
Mm-hmm. So you're being a little suspicious and seeing if there's anything going on that might have been here at your big money's no worries accounting. And it's on a Sunday, no one should be there, and your boss comes in, the CEO, who's never really been around, you've seen her in pictures, but never in person. And the last thing she said to you is now what are you getting yourself into? What is Steve?
Hi. The weak people don't do those things. Stuff happen. Work.
on a Sunday.
Yeah, I have a very good work ethic.
You seem to be digging a bit further than looks at you a little bit. You're a junior accountant, aren't you?
Officially, yes.
Officially?
In my heart and my soul, I am a full-blown accountant.
Can't win you. Yeah, I think she just looks at you like, you poor sweet little thing. You So you want to move up in the company is what I'm hearing, and this is your.
Yeah, that's certainly the aim. Yep.
So you're looking into suspicious happenings on the accounts and the higher ups.
Oh well, embezzlement is a major problem. I know that pretty firsthand. If you've been around town for a few years,
I don't spend much time here.
But
I've heard of your family.
Yeah, it comes in all shapes and sizes. Just trying to give back to the community.
I see. And you thought this was the best to do on a Sunday, alone, when no one should theoretically be here, at this odd time of day.
It didn't have to be a Sunday. It was just I work 7 days a week. And this was the day I decided to do it.
I think she's very, very confused and mostly doesn't believe you. And gives off an air of just like, yeah, I don't think that's what you're doing.
Well, yes.
I think she, puts a hand on her hip and just, tilts her head at you like, give me a good reason why I shouldn't fire you or put you on some sort of suspension for digging further than you should into higher-ups.
Well, if you look at my track record, I'm your best junior accountant.
She whips out an iPad. He scrolls through the iPad.
I don't know if I think he thinks he is.
He probably
but I don't know if he is.
Larry or something.
Yeah.
He's just barely not.
Yeah. By 1 point.
I think she's like, yeah, actually you weren't. I mean, you almost were this last quarter, but Larry beat you out by a whole 0.7 points. You're shaking your fist so aggressively. It seems like you have a bit of a vendetta.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. I'm fine.
And I think she's just just shakes her head like, how about this? You get out of here and stop coming on not your days off and focus on your work. Talk about this again.
Okay.
And as you're just like, okay, sure, yeah, you take a moment and I think you think about you came in through the entrance and the way that your desks are faced, the entrance is in front of you. There's no particular, maybe there's a door, but it doesn't lead to, outside the office, so, she was obviously already in here, or just had some really weird method of getting in, and that kind of occurs to you.
As he, begins to leave, he stops and just says, do you live? No, never mind, I'm so sorry, boss, I'll be, okay, bye, and he leaves.
I think right before you had gotten up, when she had told you to just run along, she touched your shoulder just a little bit, and it felt almost like it burned, but just a little bit before you just kind of oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and then you're like, do you live? And you just run out, but you do feel something here weird, and it was
I think I pulled a muscle or something.
As you go outside, you escape, you're oh. Gotta stretch it out.
I got to limber up. It's what I get for not stretching before fighting that thing. Yeah.
So do you run along on home?
Yeah, that would be the place to go.
All right.
Back home.
you run along on home, going about your day. This is pretty close after what happened at the end of fighting the Boo Hag, where you all kind of went back in your own separate ways. And I believe, Heidi, you are just getting home. Your kids are, we're in daycare maybe, or are they at Tammy's, or maybe they're in some after-school activity of some sort.
I've swung by the daycare and picked them up.
Right.
I would assume.
So I think you've gotten them, and you've just like arrived home, and they're probably all eating like a nice snack. You got them like some kind of snacks going on.
Yeah. It's bedtime snacks because it's late in the day now.
Yeah.
Or is it early?
It could be late in the day.
No, it's morning time.
Yeah, you guys did this all night, so
It's morning because the Boo Hag.
It could be a midday snack, you know? It could be a midday.
Okay,
midday
cool.
Nap time. Maybe they're putting down for midday naps, you know? You're trying to exercise, sleeping.
I left my kids at daycare overnight. Oh my god! I was just thinking about this. I'm a terrible mother.
Listen,
Okay.
It's okay. No need for an existential crisis.
Anyways, midday.
The Daniel's Daring Daycare is perfectly
Midday
capable of
snack.
keeping your children overnight.
Okay, thank goodness. Wow.
That's what she's worried about.
Yes. So. So she's the kids are eating, and she has been looking at this number all night. And she's decided to pick up her phone and call that number.
Okay.
And
You call, and it picks up on first ring. Oddly enough, a bit unsuspecting, and you hear a soft, feminine voice pick up, just like, Patty.
Phoebe. Hey, it's nice to hear from you.
I didn't call you, but sure.
Oh, it's very true. You got me there. Well, I was just gonna get to the point, I guess. I've been placed here in Driscoll for a long time, and Henry and we cleared up the area. I haven't heard anything going on here for about 2 years, and all of a sudden this week, I saw a Wapaloozie and a Shunka, and I wouldn't have called those in. Those are minor things. But then there was a Boo Hag, okay, all within a week. And I just gotta ask, are they just dumping things here, or do you know anything about what's going on?
I think you hear her sigh, and Phoebe is like, Patty, you aren't working for us anymore. I can't tell you anything.
I know that. I know, but Phoebe, come on. We go way back. Did you get my gifts that I sent you for your birthday? I didn't hear anything back.
Yes,
did you like them?
The pillow was lovely,
Okay.
and so was the
Yes.
handmade candle.
Okay. I'm glad that you got them. There was something in there for your mom too. I hope you handed it over. I know you.
She hasn't shut up about it. I don't.
Okay.
It's really been.
Do I roll for manipulation?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wait. 2 5s.
Oh.
And then that's. What else? What else do I add to that? I mean that's a success, right?
Yeah, it's a success, but you might, I don't know, get a double awesome mega success.
Oh, okay, yeah. My charm is -1, so it's a 9.
Damn.
I know. What the heck?
Oh
I
no.
forgot. Patty is not charming. Patty is charming to me, but she's not actually charming in the game. Okay, so it's 9.
Lovely to me.
She is. She's beautiful to me.
All right, so on a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now. Show me if you mean it. Etc.
Okay.
So you have to kind of either win her over or do something, etc., etc. If you want this information. So I think after you mentioned the birthday present, she's like, "Yes, they were very, very lovely, but rules are rules. You know how important the rules are."
I mean, I do have matching pillowcases for that set that I sent you, the quilt. Yeah. Favorite color, lilac. I know you like that. Yeah. I'm gonna send it in the mail. It's already in the mail. Don't even worry about it.
She's just like just matching pillowcases, or...
Oh, Phoebe. Phoebe! What else do you want? I can get it for you immediately. Come on.
She's like, well, Nona's been asking for some new, like, cushions for the couch to kind of match the embroidered one.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you might be able to swing something.
Yeah, does she still have that?
If you could, you know.
Yeah. Of course. She still has that yellow living room.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick out a nice color to match it.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
as she's talking, she's like,
done.
yeah. And then all you hear is, oh my God. Boom, boom, boom. And like some shots fire off. And you're just like, run! Like sounds like an old woman just screaming. and then she like leans away from the phone. Just like moves the phone and you just hear it quiet.
Is that your mom right there?
It is my mom. We don't listen. I'm gonna get up and and you hear the screeching of an older woman fighting something get further and further away as you scoot over. As she scoots over, and she's like,
"Wow, she taught me to always stay strapped."
She does have a lot of really good information. I'm not gonna lie. She's pretty.
She does.
She's pretty good at what she does. But
just like you.
All right, listen. I'll be honest here. We keep an eye on everything. You know how we do. We haven't noticed anything for your area. Like nothing at all. No flips. You say there was a boo hag. We would have definitely picked up on that. Our radars are nothing cheap. But we haven't seen anything. And unless you can provide some form of maybe a visual or proof of something big and important, I don't think the boss is going to want to swing anyone near the way. Especially not
proof? You want proof of it?
Something. Maybe you get some photos of something important, but you know what scale it has to be on, Patty, for them to actually come out there. Driscoll's a tiny
isn't
town.
my word enough?
Even a boo hag would
So
be
my
that
word.
in a tiny little town like Driscoll. There's only 100 and something people there, right? We can barely get them to go after to bigger places. We had to fight to get them to go to Arkansas the other day for something.
Okay, but Phoebe, here's the thing, right? 2 years ago, I asked to leave. So what I'm hearing is I'm just being roped back into it. There's no one that's going to be coming over here. My children are here. No one's going to come out.
If you were still an agent, there's something I could do, but you're not. There's no one's going to come join you for an escapade and send people out to a place unless we know something big is going on.
Okay.
You can get more and bring it back to me. I'll see what I can do, but there's only so many hoops that I can jump for you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be calling, but I'm glad you picked up. Actually, I know it's a little much, but I was wondering if you heard anything else about Henry's case, or if there's anybody still working on that.
I think she like inhales and sighs, and she's just like, "We never stop looking, Patty. We don't stop looking for our own."
Okay. Thank you. Well, I'll get started on the cushions and the embroidery stuff as soon as possible. Thank you, Phoebe.
You're welcome, Patty.
And she hangs up.
Hangs up. Boom.
And then she hangs up.
Like, you both just you both do it at the same time. It's kind of awkward, but it works.
You hang up. Okay, cool.
And that is the end of your little conversation. With that, a few days pass and things return to normal. Well, as normal as they can be in this tiny little town that's very weird and very funky. Excuse me. You don't get to stop playing. Thank you. He got silent and I was like, wait, where's my white noise? So, things kind of calm down, return to normal for the most part for Driscoll, and it's been, let's say, like a week or so. It's like kind of like maybe, I don't know. It's a day. It's a random day of the week. It's Saturday. That sounds like a good day. It's an early Saturday, so kind of similar to what we did last time, where you guys are all doing vaguely the similar things, except this time I do believe Charlie has wanted to get you all together for something or another at Patty's. And Charlie, let's say you have like an early shift at the Aurora Diner, and you're getting off, and you're gonna bring over some snacks with you on the way. You know, you're gonna go take them over to Patty's when you go over. And it's as you are leaving, you're like wrapping up your apron, and you've got like your container of whatever kind of snacks you think Charlie would bring. What do you think Charlie would bring for everyone?
She'll probably bring like if there's like an apple crisp or something like that.
Yeah.
That sounds like it'd be good. So she's got a couple slices of some apple crisp.
Yeah. So you got your little container, and you start mooshing on out, and you hear two of the old women that you normally see. They're very cute. It's like Agnes and Bethany, or no, like no, Bertha. It's definitely Bertha. It's Bertha and Agnes.
Agnes and Bertha.
And they talk to each other all the time, and they've always got like so much to say about absolutely nothing. I'm writing down their names so that I know them.
I'm gonna write down their names as well.
They're lovely. They're lovely, but they tend to talk a lot. And right now, they're talking pretty loud, and you hear Agnes go, "Did you hear about the new thing that they're building? The new thing? Yeah, they're building some new building over by that boring little place over there. It's been around for like, 10 years since that man died. Now they're putting a new place there. I wonder what it's gonna be, Agnes. You know, Bertha, I think that we need some more clothing options here in Driscoll. I feel like I have to go out of my way to get any nice linens around here." You know what? I agree, Agnes. I agree. And that's the conversation you're hearing.
Charlie's gonna, like, as she's putting the things in her bag and she is just like about to head out, she goes, her like curiosity is it's going and she wants to know. So she goes over and she's like, hi Agnes, hi Bertha.
Hello, Charlie. And she like touches your hair and like pushes your cheeks like, "Oh, look at you looking so cute and so sweet today. What can I do for you, sugar?"
I couldn't help overhearing your conversation as I was about to leave. It sounds like you're talking about something exciting, something new in town?
Yeah, you know that old farmhouse that's over at the end of the road where it's got the plants in the yard and all that. They seem like they're finally tearing it down since the old man kicked the bucket so long ago. You know, I went to school with that man. He was very, very nice. But he was a lovely man. He did a lot for the town when he was still out and about, but he passed away a couple years ago, and now they're finally replacing that building with some. I heard that they're going in to do some surveying of the land and start constructing it today, and we're trying to figure out what they might build there.
Oh, do you think it might be like a shopping center, or you know what would be great, a movie theater in town?
We do. I know. We have that little drive-through, and then like the really old random movie theater that like no one goes in.
Yeah.
I'm awfully tired. I would love to be able to see my films, my flicks in a big screen. I've heard about them. Bertha said, "Yeah, I have seen them. I've seen them. I've been places.
You know, I will be sad to see that old barn go. It was a nice building. What was the man's name who lived there?
Oh, the man's name? Look at Bliss. I can go perceive his. That was old Winston. It was really, he had a really big house. Just, it was massive. One of the biggest ones we had here in Driscoll. He was pretty well off and had a lot of money. Now he passed away. Just old age, died in the house. He seemed to die peaceful, at least.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I remember him. Well, you know what, ladies? How about I go scope out the area? Maybe I could find out what they're building, and next time you guys are in the diner, I'll give you the scoop on what's going on.
Oh, you are too kind. You are the sweetest, Charlie. Remind me to finish making you that dress. I'm gonna knit you some socks. I will knit you some socks.
It's so cute. I would appreciate it. You know, I haven't, the ones that you gave me, they keep up better than any socks I buy in store.
It's that homemade, babe. Nothing is better than the homemade. There's love and care and all kinds of things put into them.
I greatly appreciate it, ladies. I hope you both have a wonderful day.
You too, sweetie, and you head on out. And make your way over to Patty's. I believe you're the first to arrive other than Patty, who is there.
Oh. Yes.
So you enter the room.
I am trying. Yeah, so I assume Charlie has a key. and Patty is wrestling with her kids, trying to get Zach to take a bath because that boy never wants to shower. Yeah.
He's running around like, no, I won't do it. And you can't make me. I'm my own independent boy. Don't need no mama. And he's running around like he's about to start something.
Oh my god, Zach, you're driving me crazy. Get in the tub. That's what she's saying.
It's a bit of a fight, but he does get in the tub
Charlie.
eventually. You hear like the
Good.
front door. I feel like Charlie could just walk in. You walk in.
Yeah, she starts setting up like the apple crisp. She probably turns on the oven for everyone. She knows where everything is in the kitchen. She's getting plates, forks, knives, all that stuff going.
Yeah.
So once Zach is doing, because they're 8, they can figure, they got it. So she's gonna go into the kitchen and start. Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry. What is Reed doing? I got real distracted.
I don't know. Did your straw fall into your cup? Okay, yeah. I just saw you staring down at the cup like with pain in your eyes. I thought you just dropped your straw.
Your whole hand was going in, and I didn't understand with the straw. Okay.
You made me laugh and I dropped my straw.
I didn't do anything. With Bertha and Agnes too amusing for you.
Oh my god. Okay, alright. Let's jump back in.
Yes. Patty is gonna go in, start pouring some lemonade and like cutting up some lemons, helping Charlie set up.
Oh, I hope you don't mind me bringing over the apple crisp, but I thought we should all have some snacks while we have our first meeting.
Yeah, no, I love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you actually getting the snacks because I thought I was going to have them together. But as you can see, the boys have been running my day today.
Well, they really do make you go crazy sometimes. I remember when watching them. I mean, not that I did love watching them, but
Who did it?
I would go home and cry sometimes. Just sometimes. It was a little...
Whoa, who made you cry?
It was a good cry because I love them so very much. Anyways,
okay.
Sorry, I'm just... I feel bad still about, the night we killed the boo hag, and kind of forcing this whole thing on you. I always hate feeling like a burden, and I know that I'm a burden to my parents, and I don't want to be that way to you, Patty. Not ever. So... Again, if this is
as soon as Charlie says the word burden, Patty immediately rushes to Charlie and holds her and says, "No, you are never a burden to me. No." And I told you multiple times I don't want you saying that word in my house anymore. Okay, you're not a burden to me. That night was a lot. It was very stressful for everyone, and I opted out of monster hunting a while ago, but with everything that's been going on, Charlie, whether or not you were going to do it, I don't think I really have a choice anymore. I live here, and these things are here, and somebody has to take care of it. And I just figured I'm probably going to have to help out with that, because that's just been my job for a while. So don't think that it's your fault that I'm involved. I can't sit here knowing that these things are here and not do anything. It wouldn't be right.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. Thanks. That makes me feel a bit better. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try and be more confident, and I'm gonna help you with everything. I'll make sure that you won't have a heavy plate so you can get back to your kids, and I'm just real excited to learn about this world that you've been living in, and I appreciate you telling me about Patty. I really do.
Of course. Yeah, it's just we definitely need to keep it under wraps.
Right.
That you guys are involved with me. We're just gonna
okay. Won't tell a soul.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Now help me chop these lemons.
I think as you say that, that's when you arrive, and I think we can know you arrive because your car is audible. We can hear it.
You can hear the car, but you can also hear him saying, like, "Listen, Tammy, I understand that you spent a lot of time in those peonies, but, like, the tire tracks kind of add a sense of dimension, right? Listen,
Oh my-
I got the houses
Patty runs
confused. They all look the same here. Hi, Patty. Listen,
Hi, Nate.
you're real.
You
Yeah,
did not
so-
just run over my peonies. My prize.
Oh.
You know how hard it is to grow flowers here?
I mean, Tammy, hi. I'm so sorry about your flowers. You said you want a prize for them?
Patty, it's all good. It's all good. You know, I actually think they're marigolds.
I may
get
not
out.
know
I think
my
he's right,
flowers, but I
actually.
know a bitch when I see one.
You know,
Tammy, no, let's not use that kind of language.
listen,
right?
listen.
I will pay for your flowers.
You don't need to pay for her flowers. They're flowers. They just grow.
I think she planted those specifically. I think she went to the store and bought those.
Hey, look, Tabby, it's all good. Look, I'm pretty sure I've got some seeds in my bag that we can plant to replace the ones that I then damaged. Listen,
She, like, looks
he's gonna
across,
go.
she just leans and looks at your van and it's like, I don't want nothing out of there. I don't want
Really?
I don't want a damn thing out of that thing.
I've got some sunflower. I got some sunflower seeds. I have chewed some of them.
They're just like literally roasted sunflower seeds. Stop, please.
Seeds and
She's
seeds,
just like,
though, am I
she's just
right?
like, is he your friend? Is your friend?
Yeah, me and Patty are like best friends.
She's like, oh,
Ah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm assuming you're gonna
Tammy,
take
you know what?
responsibility
What?
for this.
I already told you I was going to pay for them. Tammy, just send me the bill, please. Just add it on.
Right. She like looks and
Yes.
just like wrapped herself in her cardigan and just like looks disgusted and goes in
Cardigan.
her house.
Oh,
There
Tabby,
she is.
you would look a lot better in purples. Anyway, hey Patty, how's it going?
Oh my god. I'm great. It's good to see you, Nate. It's great to see you. She wears the same cardigan every single day. She's looking at us like we're gross, and it's the same thing
She
every day.
wears-
Does
she
she wash
wears-
it? I don't know.
Beige, and it really like washes her out and makes her just seem like part of the background. When I feel like her attitude makes her feel like she wants to be the center of attention, but she's not really balancing that out.
I couldn't agree more. But I couldn't
Plus,
tell
I was
her that. If I told her
actually
that,
aiming for her dog.
Nate, you know I adore
Got a
you
little
so
tiny
much.
little rat
Get in the
looking
house.
thing. A little rat-looking dog that barks at all hours of the night.
He's just like, yeah,
agree.
I thought it was like one of those monsters things, so I was like, oh shit, yeah.
Okay, ooh. Get in the house. Get in the house before we start
Oh,
talking
right.
about that outside.
Yeah, I
mhm.
should do that before I talk about killing dogs, right?
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, let's do that. It's probably a good idea. Oh my god. And so we go into the house.
Go into the house. I think the last to arrive will be Steve, and I think while you're on your way, you're on your skateboard and you're skating along, you feel your phone vibrate, like you're ringing in your pocket. I don't know if
Okay.
Steve will pick it up while skateboarding, or if he's that cool to just
Yo,
multitask, or if he's gonna be able to save.
He's like, he can do it, like, he does it all the time, he just doesn't think it's cool, so he's like, without even thinking, he pops it out. I feel like he didn't really get the memo on what this meeting was gonna be, so he
No.
assumes we're fully going to kill
You
something.
got weapons.
So,
You
like,
got a duffel bag
yeah,
or some shit.
like, I
Get
think
ready.
he cleaned up the chain to get the rust off, and he has it wrapped around his torso, and he
Ooh.
bought an actual working bear trap that he has in a bag that he's carrying.
Uh-huh.
And he's padded up with like 3 sets of skate pads that he's just put in different areas of his body. And he's just skating like that through town. And he
The
takes the
children,
phone out.
the teens, everyone who's outside is just like, what the fuck? As you pass by. Oh my god. But your phone
Patty
rings.
opens the door and she's like, "Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry."
Your phone rings. You pick it
Forgot
up while you're
the phone.
driving, and it's actually you look at the caller ID. It's your Uncle Bobbert. He's just like, Steve, my good man. I can't remember
Hello,
if this is
Uncle.
Bobbert's voice or if this is Boris's voice, but they might share an accent.
Guys,
Steve, how are you today?
I'm okay, Uncle. I'm actually on my way to something right now. So,
this will be quick. Remember a few days ago when you came and got some things for me for whatever your little play dates in the woods, and you said you would help me with something.
yeah,
I still need you to help me with something, a different something now.
okay. Well, what?
You know that old farmhouse on down that weird old one where that guy lived there or something? You know, at the edge of the road, that's just like a land, big house.
Vaguely. I've not been, but I've looked at maps and it's there.
Yep, is there. I need you to go, take me some pictures. I've heard some weird stuff's been going on over there, and I am very much interested in using that for the blog. So if you can give me some pictures of that area, maybe get some cool shots, maybe some angle. You're good at the phone. You're good at technology.
Okay. You just want it on the phone, or do you want it on like an actual camera?
Oh, you have hey, if you got an actual crazy, you got a camera. I mean, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll ask Charlie.
Heck yeah, thank you. Keep an eye out for them for me. Get them to me when you can. Make them look, make them look good. Get some good stuff, Steve. You know.
Okay.
I'll let you go back to your skateboard, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 And he hangs up, and you arrive at Petty's, safe and sound.
Pick the board up, but it takes him 2 tries to get it.
Oh, but he does do it on the second one.
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead. Go ahead and do what you do. Oh, the doorbell. Ding dong.
Ding.
Dong. Ding dong.
Patty opens the door and sees him decorated in weapons, and she's like, "Steve, what in the hell are you doing?
Well, we're hunting monsters, aren't we?
Get in the house, please get in the
Okay.
house." And then she's gonna open the her little, what is that? The door that's like the closet door in the hall, whatever, and just try to like ask you to put everything in there, everything that you have on you, put it in.
Okay.
I have kids here.
Okay. Chain. Bear trap. Nunchucks.
Oh god, you pulled out so much. It's like comical
Yeah.
how much you pull out of your pocket.
Yeah. Pads.
Oh my god,
What's
I
that?
love that trope, like where they just pull out impossibly large things from everywhere, like Elizabeth in Pirates of the
think-
Caribbean 3 when she gets
There's
Yes.
like some
Yes.
kunai and some ninja stars. There's like a hammer,
Where did you
a machete, just a bunch of stuff.
Where did you even get these things? This is all in your apartment?
Internet. Yeah.
He's been doing
Oh,
some
God.
shopping online.
Well, most of this I already had, except for the kunai. I got those a few days ago, but I bought the rest from a while ago.
Okay, all right. And she's gonna try to like shut the door, but she's gonna have to like pick
It's a
up
bit of a
few
struggle.
things and, like
You managed,
won't
but at
go
what
in.
cost?
And she slams it. She's like, "Okay, the kitchen's that way. If you want to grab some snacks." All right. Okay.
Yes, Charlie, as I was saying, like with the like replacement roof that you've got, I know it's like different wood, but like imagine if you like painted it, but like maybe painted it with like a picture of like, I don't know, something that inspires you. So like for me, maybe Obama.
I fucking
I'm
love
leaving.
it so much.
I'm evaporating.
Oh my
I'm
god.
leaving
Um,
this plane of existence.
I was thinking maybe since it's like on the ceiling, I could do like the moon. And there could be like some stars, and maybe I could just paint the whole ceiling so it looks like the night sky or something like that.
Who am I to judge you for your inspirations? I'll gladly help if you need me to.
That sounds really nice. We could do like a movie night. I'll make popcorn and we just paint like wild.
Oh, yeah. I do some wild painting myself, but I don't think we mean the same thing. But anyway. Oh, hey, Steve.
Hi.
Hi, Steve.
Hi. Oh, Charlie, could I borrow your camera?
Sure. I mean, I got a couple in my bag. How many do you need?
Well, like one.
Okay.
I only have 2 hands.
Hey, what are you going to be
Me
taking
take-
pictures of? I've always asked you to take photos with me, and you always said, no,
Well,
I'm busy. I
It-
don't want to. Stop asking.
It's this isn't really a choice. My uncle is telling me to take some photos of an old farmhouse, the one out way back for his blog, and for the
That's
shop.
weird. I heard Agnes and Bertha talking about that place. They're gonna be building something new there.
Oh, when?
I don't know, but I wanted to check it out myself and see what was going on. That's weird that your uncle. Does your uncle know something about that house? I know that the old man who lived there died.
Oh,
Do you think something's creepy going on?
I don't. No, I'm pretty sure it's just
I mean,
an abandoned
If
house.
your uncle thinks that
No,
you should take
well,
pictures of it.
if my uncle thinks I should take pictures of it, there's almost certainly nothing there.
I beg to differ.
Okay. But either way, I need to take some pictures of it.
Sure. And she gives him one of her disposable cameras.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. I love those little things.
If you needed a ride, I'm gonna be dropping the kids off for a play date with one of their friends from soccer, so I can drive you over there with all your luggage you came with.
Sure. Are we not fighting something today?
No, dude, I thought this was just like a hang.
Oh, I see. I've horribly misread this situation. I apologize.
Yeah, dude, like, I brought herbs. But, like, I couldn't get the right herbs, so I thought, like, maybe basil would do.
I saw those, and I assumed you were trying to make some form of poison or a balm.
No, man, it's just basil, and, like, I got some mint leaves, too, because, like, when I asked for herbs at the grocery store, they were like, yeah, here's our herb collection. And I was like, oh, sick.
Okay.
Mint is really good with lemonade. I'll take a couple of that. Some of that.
Oh, sick.
Have you
yeah,
had it
sure.
with lemonade?
I was gonna
It's so
try
good.
and, like,
Thank you. Yeah.
roll it, but, like, sure, I guess.
Ooh.
No.
Don't suggest.
I don't think
No?
you can.
I don't.
I mean, I guess you could. I just don't know why.
Well,
I don't
like,
think you'd
dude,
get anything from it.
experimentation is any. You know, I didn't think I'd get anything from catnip, but I was wrong.
Okay, I feel like we're really learning too much about your life.
Oh, sure, yeah, I'll tone it back. Anyway, so what are we doing today? I thought we were
If
hanging,
we're not
man.
rolling the mint, then what's up?
What are we
I mean,
doing?
I thought that it would be nice, since we're all kind of like a team now, to kind of talk about some stuff. I mean, it's nothing serious. It doesn't have to be serious, but you know, since we're gonna be like monster hunters, maybe we should, I don't know, come up with some game plans, some things that we can do in case we see something fishy going on in town. I don't know, Patty, is this okay?
I think you did good by calling us all together. I think exchanging numbers is probably a good idea. Just in case if one of us sees something, so we don't have to go through Charlie to get through everyone.
I don't have a phone.
So yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna go. Huh?
I
You don't have a
phone
phone either?
and- No, I mean, I do
Okay.
have a phone. I have a
I
phone.
can
Okay.
share with me.
Yeah, Charlie can share my phone. So he's paid for by an old friend of mine that died, but I don't think they've clocked that he's dead, so
Oh.
we're just gonna wait until his bank account clears out, I guess.
Okay, rather than that, I have a lot of old phones. Charlie, if you would like one of those, you could just take one.
Oh, neat. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Kind of old
Let's
phones
not
does
use-
he have? Has it got like a sliding
He-
phone or?
Well,
like
he
an
has a
iPhone
lot.
6 and they're-
I think he buys the newest
It's a
model
Razor.
every year.
Oh, so he's a new model
Yeah.
person. He gets the newest
Yeah.
one every single
Yeah.
time. So he's got just last year's model.
Yeah, but he never buys like what is the Apple equivalent of this world. He's very anal about that.
Okay, okay.
Only buying
He
like
buys the Android equivalent,
the Android
but he
equivalent.
buys the newest one.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Have you guys considered, like, if we've got phones, like, if we're in a place where people, like, talking about, like, this stuff is sensitive, we should have a secret noise, like, right?
I like the idea. Execution needs a little work.
Is it because I sound too much like a bird, and so you just confuse it for a bird?
It's just most of the time, we might be inside with other people, and if there's a bird, people might think, "Why is there a bird inside?" You know. So maybe maybe it could be a code word. Yeah. So a code word might be best, right?
There's a bird inside.
Like getting closer. How about
Fire. No, that would be bad. That would make people panic.
That's not. It was a good effort, though. We might be able to save that in case there is something inside and people need to get outside, right? So we could.
Oh no!
Put a pin in that
I've
one.
forgotten to file my tax returns.
A little wordy.
But that's why they want
It was good.
I like it. Let's go with tax return. The tax man.
You see, that's why it's a little. I can't. It's a little wordy.
I see the problem now. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't what.
So how about I like parakeets. Keeping with the bird theme.
Well, like, I don't know how to sound like a parakeet.
Do you mean?
You don't have to make the noise.
But you just
What about
said,
penguin?
Do I mean what?
Penguin's a fun word to say. And
Penguin is a fun word to say.
I don't think anyone.
Are we making the noises of the penguin, or are we saying
We
penguin?
just say the word penguin.
Got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, it'll be
Yeah?
like on.
Do we want to have different tiers? Like just penguin is like a
emergency.
normal. Well, I was thinking penguin is like our normal amount. Little penguin is like kind of suspicious, and then emperor penguin is, oh, we're gonna die.
There are emperor penguins, like king and queen penguin.
I have made a horrible mistake.
I hate the fact that it was actually me struggling to say king and queen just then. I hate that.
Bland.
Maybe we can come back to this. Right now,
Workshop it.
penguin. Wait.
I almost said Wangwin. Oh my god.
Reed, you made me touch it.
Who's holding the brain cell?
Sorry.
I just want to know. Who's holding the brain cell?
How about penguin will be the word that we say when we should all get together and talk when there's something going on.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
You want to hear what a penguin sounds like? They're like,
Ooh! Wow!
Okay. I am made acutely aware of the fact that this town does not have a zoo.
dude.
That's okay.
So
That's
You don't
okay.
need to do.
Yeah, I love penguins. There we go. I said
Yeah.
it just now. Penguins can't fly. See? There we go. Said it again.
Nobody looks
Penguins lay
surprised when you
eggs.
say a
Wow.
cool fact.
Third time. See?
oh,
Just say a cool
I
fact.
disagree.
or just
I
say you
cool
love
facts all the
penguins.
time, and people always give me weird looks.
Your facts are always about tax returns, Steve.
And that's
Yeah, they're
cool.
always
How
about
you
that.
how you get better taxes. That's how you lower your tax amount. You can deduct a lot on your taxes if you're smart about it.
Break it to you, but I don't think anyone wants to think about tax returns or anything having to do with taxes.
I
hate
only
the
think
tax
about it
man.
once a year because I have to. Yeah.
Well, that just seems like poor management of your taxes.
Penguin makes more sense than talking
Okay.
about taxes, since that happens only once.
You know,
a year.
penguins kind of look like they're wearing suits. So,
Did
kind of taxes and penguins basically the same thing.
Did you know that
Look
there's
at you, you said it
penguins in
twice.
South Africa
one
that
sentence.
are called jackass penguins? and they are actually little
I did not.
jackasses.
Is that
They
true?
That's fully true. Yeah, you've got Jackass Penguin Beach in South Africa. It's pretty cool. But yeah, those little shits like stole my hat. And they're really mad if you try and pet them. They like don't like it.
Oh my-
It's a place called like Bowler Beach or something, and they just do not vibe.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's so funny. Did you get
oh, wait.
Did you get
You
your
were
hat back?
allowed to leave the country?
Yeah, dude.
That's
They let you on a plane?
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I used a false name, but like they still let me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh my god.
well.
Let me back
This
on.
was productive.
Yeah, great. We got a code word. One thing that I think maybe we should have as the first topic of the meeting is the weird place that Steve's uncle wants him to check out that I also heard Bertha and Agnes talking about at the diner today. I find it a little bit of a coincidence that they're both talking about it, and I don't know. I think that might be something we could check out.
Well,
Well-
did they say anything weird? It's just
They
someone
were excited
just
about
land
it.
that was sold.
But the thing was
Okay.
is that they talked about the old man who lived there. What the hell was his name? Winston. He died there.
Steve, you're cutting
Oh
out.
no. Charlie has been taken over
Uh-oh.
by an android.
Oh no! Okay, sorry. Let me change the section.
That's the
to
new
change
monster of
whole
a
mission
week.
for today. It's actually Charlie.
Charlie's the
Oh, you're back.
android.
My bad.
Yeah, you're
Charlie's
back.
the imposter. Oh,
I
You're
changed
good.
my hotspot.
You're here.
I don't know what's going on. What the hell was I saying?
Winston, dead guy.
Winston, old man, died there a couple years ago, and then Steve was saying that his uncle wants him to take pictures of the barn before I guess it gets torn down and something else gets rebuilt there.
Okay. All right.
Weird.
Well, since I'm taking Steve over there, we can all go together, I guess. Just see if there's anything
sure.
going on, and then yeah.
Before we do anything else, can I just ask? And he takes out like a tablet, an electronic tablet.
Mhm.
Could I start taking photos of some of the books here?
Oh, sure. Was there a book in particular you were looking at?
No, I just thought it would make sense to have it all digitally. It also makes a lot of sense to back your things up in case there's some terrible incident like a fire. If the fire goes up, all of these books will be gone. But also just to have when we're out and about, so we don't have to come all the way back
So-
here.
Yeah. You can go ahead. Take your time. Go
All
ahead and
right,
look at
I'll
whatever
put
you want
these-
to.
I'll
Just
put
don't
these up on
touch the
cloud.
book in the box that says do
Okay.
not touch. Don't touch
I'll
whatever's
stay,
in that box.
I'll
Yeah.
stay on the bookcase, but I'll get to work.
Perfect.
It's gonna take a while. There's a lot of books. Probably not gonna do them all today, but I'll put them up on the cloud. And once you all have your phone set up, I can send you a Google Drive, and we can have them.
Wow, so innovative. Yeah, I think you go over and you
Wow.
you start the ones that you already have like on your phone that you know you're trying to read and like zoom in on.
Yeah.
And you notice as you're like looking like through the books and looking through some of like the magic and like the weird stuff is what you're really focusing on. You feel a little twinge in the shoulder, the same one that your boss touched. It doesn't really speak to you or
Oh.
anything. You're just like, ow, oh Jesus, that muscle. Maybe I flipped the page too aggressively. I need to like do some yoga or something. You don't know, but
Addie, do you have an ice pack? Or like some peas
Oh,
or
of
something?
course I do.
Thank you. Could I have some?
Yeah, I got both. What do you need?
Just something.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I
She
tweaked a
actually has
muscle.
one of those ice packs. A muscle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I like
yeah.
in my neck.
Uh,
It feels a little weird.
Okay. Let me hold on. So she's gonna get those little ice packs that have like it looks like little squishy peas in them, like Orbeez in them.
Yeah.
So she's gonna
Yeah.
grab that, and then you know what I'm talking about. She's gonna grab that, and then like a warm rag too, and she's gonna be like, "Here, alternate. It might help with, what's going on
Thank
over
you.
there." When did
Yeah,
this start for you?
It was last Sunday. I got caught looking at my my accounting firm's confidential records by my boss. As I was leaving, I don't know. I mean, it started after she like grabbed me. Maybe she grabbed me a little too hard. I don't really know. But as I was leaving, it started feeling a bit weird, and it like gone down a bit, but it's coming back up now.
It sounds like a stress knot, and Charlie immediately like starts to dig into Steve's like shoulder. Is that feeling any better?
It's not helping. It's not helping.
It's you know, on the one hand, I'm feeling the first pain less, but it might have been replaced by a different pain.
Okay, all right. Well, I am pretty good at giving back rubs, so just let me know if it keeps on hurting.
Got it.
So after she touched it is when you started feeling a little weird?
I guess I'm gonna be honest. I was more afraid of losing my job, so I wasn't really super conscious of exactly what was going on.
So whenever you get a moment, you should probably just like look at your back. I have a mirror. If you have like little handheld mirrors in my bathroom. Just in case. You never.
Should I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, right down. Right down the hall.
Right. Okay.
I think you go down the hall, and it's like not quite where the kids are, but maybe like up the stairs. You just see, I think it's Zach. He like peeks out of his room and makes direct eye contact with you. Looks like he's gonna like fight you, like he bucks at you, like he's gonna do something. And then he goes in his room.
That child is going to grow up and become a menace.
You head on to the bathroom.
Into the bathroom.
You checked your shoulder since you felt the weird pain the first time. Nothing was there. As you pull it now, like pull off now, I think that you see like a little bit of it looks like a cut or a wound. You have to hold up another mirror. It's like kind of behind a shoe, and you kind of hold up a mirror to kind of perceive it, and it looks like a pi symbol, like a math pi symbol.
Okay. I was gonna say, have you put a tattoo of a pie on Steve? What have you done?
No, math symbol. It looks kind of like a
math
brand.
symbol.
But definitely wasn't here a couple days ago, but...
that might be a problem. And he's gonna try and rub it off with water.
A problem? Pays down. A problem? What's wrong?
I don't look. There's a pie. A
Patty,
pie is
I
on
got
my
this.
shoulder.
I got this, Patty, like men like in the bathroom, like you know, it's probably like a dude problem.
It's the least.
Understandable.
Nate's gonna like knock on the door and he's gonna come and he's like, right, dude, now I'm not against measuring, but like I don't think it's very healthy for your mindset. What's going on, my dude?
I feel like you've really not. I guess I just take my shirt fully off now.
Dude.
And turn around. No! I'm trying to show you my shoulder. I don't know what else you want. I don't.
No, dude. My bad. I misread where this was going. That's fine.
I do want to mention, contrary to everything you would believe, full six-pack. Like Bruce Lee body.
He's ripped.
Really?
Right. Fucking ripped. Fucking ripped.
Steve is shredded?
This whole thing was just so you can see that Steve is ripped.
Yeah. You could not.
Steve is just gonna like turn to, like Nate's just gonna.
My shoulder. My shoulder is there's a pie symbol on my shoulder. And I didn't put it there. It's just there. I can't get it off. I think someone snuck into my house and tattooed me when I was sleeping.
Sorry, what? I wasn't listening. I was like, dude, whoa.
What are you? Yeah, it's weird. There's a pie symbol on my shoulder.
There's a what? Where?
Pie symbol. Here, I'm showing it my shoulder. On the back of my shoulder.
Can you tense those?
I guess.
Can you do it now?
Yeah, okay. He tenses them.
Oh, yo. Patty, we gotta swap! Patty, we gotta swap! He's gonna go to the room.
I don't know
Patty comes up the steps.
what's happening. What?
And she's like,
it's
"What
too
is
much
it? Is
for
it,
me.
is it like a
You
pimple
know
or
what?
something?"
No,
It's
dude,
alright.
it's just, it's overwhelming.
And Charlie
Okay.
goes, "You
All right, that's fine.
It's incredibly
He's just,
strange.
he is so big, man. Like, it's overwhelming. I can't.
I'm actually.
Oh.
I
Oh.
don't know. No. What? Do you mean the
Nate's
pie?
gonna leave. Nate has to leave the room. He can't.
Patty is like, it's just your back, right? That you're showing.
Yes. I'm fully
Okay,
clothed
cool.
except for
I'm
my
just gonna
shirt.
come around the corner. Okay, awesome. She comes in, and she's like, "Okay, let me see what. Oh, okay, didn't expect that. Okay, let me
What?
see. Come here.
Pie symbol? Yeah,
You
it's
see my
very
shoulder.
strange. I don't know where it came from.
it's just a pie symbol. Like straight up, like
You-
14, the whole number. Like
You got a
it's like-
tattoo?
it's that number. That's
No, I didn't. Not willingly. Did I get kidnapped?
Ooh, okay.
Someone kidnapped me last night
What?
and just.
Is there like times that you don't remember? Were you like incapacitated at any point?
When I was sleeping.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that could be a few things, but I don't think that's what happened here. Let's maybe look at some. We can look at some books and see maybe what's going on there. But it looks like honestly you just got a tattoo.
But I
Look at that.
didn't.
Will that make you feel better?
Okay.
Okay. All right. I believe you. Yeah, we'll look it up and see if there's anything going on there. Maybe a little later, right after we go take those pictures for your uncle. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Scoot out the
She's gonna turn around. Yeah, she's gonna turn around and look at Charlie and be like, "The kid got a tattoo and doesn't even remember it."
He got a tattoo? Listen, he doesn't tell me anything anymore, and I
I
think
did it.
it's like, what are you doing? Getting a tattoo? I told you, if you were gonna do something cool like that, I wanted to join you.
I
wanted to
didn't get.
witness it.
I didn't do it. I didn't choose to. I didn't go
What
to
is
it.
the
It
tattoo?
just showed up.
Let me see.
There.
Is that pie?
Yeah, the laugh symbol.
I mean, of all the tattoos that you could have got, Steve, why did
I
you
didn't
have to get
choose it!
something math related?
It's
I
fitting for
didn't
him.
choose it.
Yeah.
I did it. This
True,
was
it
not
is fitting.
my choice. This was against. I did not consent to this tattoo.
Charlie pulls out her disposable camera and the tattoo.
Why are you taking pictures of my tattoo?
What if it disappears? I mean, suddenly it appeared. What if it gets bigger? Or something else appears? Changes color? I don't know. We gotta just keep an eye on it. I thought photo documentation was a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, Charlie. That's good.
All right. We'll put your
I
clothes
guess-
back on. Let's
You're
go.
good though,
Evident.
Steve. You keep on working out.
Is Nate
You
just
look good.
downstairs hyperventilating?
Yeah. Well, this is okay. He puts the shirt back on.
Is Nate just downstairs, just like losing his marbles?
Yeah, full of straight. He's like just sat at in front of he's pulled out Colin, the book that says don't touch stuff and has the face on it and stuff. He's pulled that and he's like, dude, he's like ripped. Like, can you imagine that?
Patty, you're
That's,
walking
like,
down the
so
stairs.
much.
You're walking back out the room, right? And you come around the corner and you just see like the mouth of the book like open. As you walk
Oh my god, Nate! Nate, put it down! Put it down! And she's gonna run to the kitchen and grab her like kitchen tongs and come back and be like, Nate, put the book down.
I crave blood.
Try to clamp it with the tongs. And
You will be mine.
Dude,
oh my god!
dude, man, me and Colin
Nate,
were
and
just
she's like
talking.
struggling. It's like, Colin!
Yeah,
he told
man,
you its name?
No, he wouldn't tell me, so I named it.
Oh, okay. And she
He said
puts it back and
something
locks
about
it.
he said something about the Devourer of Souls, and I was like, hey, I knew a guy like that. He was called Colin. So
She's gonna like put her hand on his head and be like, "Okay, you don't have a fever or anything." Okay.
No, I'm good. Did you
touch
see
that.
how ripped Steelers are? Don't touch the book.
Don't touch the book. Don't. I mean,
Aw.
I know seems like a nice friend.
He's so
I
cute
promise. He's
though. Like a little
He is-
book with a face.
he has a look. He has a look. Cute. Maybe not the word I would choose, but everybody has their own preference. Don't touch him though. Don't do that. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I
did you
promise
need,
I
like,
won't touch
a
it.
bag? I
He's gonna
heard
like
you-
cross his fingers, but like in front of you, so you can see that he's crossed his fingers.
Oh no.
She's gonna
I won't
she's gonna
touch him.
untwist them. She's gonna try to untwist them.
Ah, damn it.
Does that
Alright.
Does that
Exactly.
Spoiled again.
Perfect.
now?
All right.
Oh, you're so good at
Here
that.
we go. Thank you. Yeah, I have 2 boys. So,
Oh, yeah. Me and Steve.
you feeling better?
No, wait, you're kids. You have kids. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I
yeah,
feel great.
the ones that-
No, look,
you know.
just I didn't think Steve was ripped, man. Don't you ever just want
yeah.
to be crushed between arms that thick? Because I do. I just didn't think
She's
it
like,
would be
"Hold on,
Steve's
if you-
arms, you know?
They're not actually that thick. There's just 0 fat. Like,
Thick.
yeah. He's
just
lanky.
lean.
She goes, actually,
Yeah.
she goes, hold on. And she goes in the little drawers and she pulls out an old picture of Henry. And she's like, this is my ex-husband,
That is
late
a ripped
husband.
man.
Look at that.
That is a ripped man.
Speaking about arms.
You want to describe what Henry looks
I
like?
know.
You want to describe what he
I
looks like in
know.
the photo?
Oh, please do.
We're on the beach.
Please.
And they are like in their like 20s. Or like maybe like 23 in the picture. And he is like one arm like up, looking real nice, and then Patty's probably sitting on the other arm and he's holding her legs, and like she's just like, wow.
Oh, how
yeah.
I want to be
That's-
sandwiched
that's so
between
cute.
you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I want Charlie to
look
like
good.
be
I know.
drinking
I know.
lemonade from a small,
Like a
straw.
straw.
and she's just it's like, what are you talking about?
You know what?
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
better.
she's just like,
you tell Steve to
"What
put
you
his
guys
shirt
talking
back
about?"
on as you hear that, and you're like walking out, and you'd had your drink with you, and you went to go look at it in the bathroom, and you walk out, and then you down the hall, you see Mac, and he like makes eye contact with you, and gives a little wave, and you're like, hi, and then you like hear how I'd love to be crushed between the two of you, and you're like, and you just, huh. And then Mac's gone when you look back, and she's just gone.
what are you guys talking about?
Oh, like how hot Patty and her husband are.
Charlie's like face goes red, and she's just like, Nate, I can't believe you just said that.
What? Have you seen that? He's gonna show the
Patty's
picture. He's
gonna-
like, have you seen them? Look at them.
That's the most popular figure. I can't look at him like that.
Dude, I don't have daddy issues, but for him, I would.
Woo!
Steve
Patty.
is adjusting his tie as he comes back
understand
in,
that
and he
saying.
just
And you,
tightens
that's
it.
what you hear. I don't have daddy issues, but for him, I would. That's what you hear.
Yeah.
You're adjusting your time coming in.
Look, Patty, all I'm saying is you're yourself goddess, but like also immaculate taste. Can you hear the rain?
Thank you.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Okay, it is thundering so hard out here, and there's
Oh my
like
God.
flashes of lightning. I'd like to make it clear, I'm in a van right now, guys.
Yeah.
This is a van. I'm
Ree
in
is
a van.
full
A real
iconic cosplay. Like legitimately,
This-
you've got the setup. You're in the
Yes.
van, but a nicer variation. Oh,
Yes.
there you go. There you go.
Oh my god.
Okay, and it just means that like, wow, the weather happening. My sister, who walked past about half an hour ago, scared the shit out of me. Anyway,
Oh no.
Patty takes the photos and she goes, "Thank you, Nate. Thank you so much." And she tucks it in the drawer. And she's like, "All right, are we ready to go?" Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
let me just get these last few pages. Okay,
Okay.
you need to get the glossaries too, because if you don't, you can't find anything. It takes forever to find things, so you have to get them all.
Always a thinker. Always
Yeah.
a thinker, this one. I like that. All right. Well, let's get everything in the trunk. All of your trinkets and things, and let's get on the road. We're going to the farm. But my kids, we're going to drop off
Yeah. During
at a
Daniel daycare
random kid's house.
or another kid's house.
They go to sleep. Yeah, they can go there. They could go to a play date or Daniel Daring's.
Let's say they go to a play
They
date.
go to
They're gonna play date with
Daniel
someone else that's
Daring
not Tammy.
Daycare. Hi.
So you drop your kids
Okay,
off,
yeah.
perfectly
Mhm,
fine, and you guys
perfect.
head over to the old farmhouse. It's a really big house. It's the houses in Driscoll don't tend to go up. They tend to go like wide or maybe like 1 or 2 floors at most. They don't really go like super tall. But this one's actually 3 stories. It was owned by Winston, who some of you, it was only 10 years ago, so you might vaguely know him. He was just like a really good farmer, everyone would say. Like, he was capable of growing things even though like they didn't rain much. Like, maybe it was just because he paid such good attention, he picked the right crops. What he had every time there was a farmer's market, if everyone would just kind of come in with like whatever they could find, whatever they could harvest, you know, like he basically was the farmer's market, you know. And since town was so small, it was lucrative. He was the farmer's market. Since town was so small, especially before, and in comparison to now when he was younger and doing everything, he was generally just a really sweet old man. Died apparently in his sleep in his home, as far as anyone knows. Just old man. His house is pretty big, and it's got like a pretty big front yard and backyard, and there's no like houses that are very close to his. He just has a big bit of property. Probably he's been here for a while, or maybe his family has been there for a bit. And you pull up in Patty's van, I'm assuming.
Yes.
You pull up in Patty's van. Did you take all of your luggage with you, Steve? I'm assuming you got that out the closet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's in the
100%.
trunk right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm wearing anything I
Yeah.
can wear.
okay, you got
The
the
chain is
on
around
you.
my torso.
The bear trap
padded
maybe
up.
has to go on your lap. You know, you have to like you kind of.
Yeah. I think that stays in the van.
Okay, that's in like in
Yeah.
the trunk maybe, or like in the bottom of the
Yeah.
floor. So like
It's in
maybe.
the trunk.
Yeah. But I got like a new. I went
Next
to
to
the
the
hardware
flamethrower.
store
Uh-huh.
and I got
A new-
a new actual. I got the Bear Trap 3000. It was the most expensive one they had.
But
It has It has LED lights
what?
that you can turn on and off in case you need to see it. But then when you're trying to trap something, you use a remote
Are
to
they
turn them off.
RGB? Are they?
Yeah, you can set,
Oh!
you can fully code what color they are, and there's different buttons on the remote. Yeah,
Yeah. So you got one of these little guys, little remotes.
yeah.
For your RGB bear trap. You pull up to the house, and you actually see right. Yep.
I was gonna say while they're on the way there, can I roll Devil's Plaything, Destiny's Plaything, sorry, to see if I can find out something about our new mystery.
Sure. That's your thing that lets you.
They're on let me get it up again.
Mhm.
So on a 10+, the keeper reveals a useful detail about the coming mystery. 7 to 9, I get a vague hint about it, and on a miss, something bad happens.
Got you. Go for it.
Okay. It's 2 dice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not
2d6.
these 2 dice.
This whole time, Nate's just been rolling 1d6. Been roll rough out here for his rolls. Hard to get a 9 around here.
Alright. That's a 4.
Ooh, well, go ahead and mark the experience. Starters are frail.
Oh,
So on a 0 to 10, something bad happens, right? Oh, well, 0
something
to 6.
something bad happens to me, yeah.
Interesting.
was-
Interesting.
I have a +2 on weird. I thought I was gonna be alright.
Interesting. I think, so you guys arrive, and you are just getting out of the van. I think that you're taking a moment sitting, like, in the back of the van, thinking about, like, the mystery, and you're like, looking at the house before you guys get out, and you just kind of, like, try to, like, think, you're trying to woosah, you're trying to zen, you're trying to, you know, really get the energies going. And I think you're thinking really, really hard, and you're really trying to come up with something, but for some reason it's not coming to you. And I think the interesting thing about Nate is that Nate is, like, fundamentally always in some level of intoxicated or high. He's just at some point in the day, always and forever, just, like, past the level of normal threshold on those things. I think this, like, you thinking about it, it low-key, I think, hurts your head for some reason you feel like you're being blocked by something, and to the point where I think you take 1 harm, and you feel like you haven't smoked in like hours. You feel like you haven't like done anything in like forever as you're all getting out of the van.
Oh no, am I sober?
I think you are.
Oh
I think you are.
my god. No.
Oh no.
I feel like Charlie has seen this event happen one other time.
It was
And
terrifying.
it terrified her. She was terrified.
Once.
She was trying to light up a joint for him. She was like, just,
You were trying to roll it. You were trying.
yeah. She's like, Nate, let me
Hands are shaking.
So go ahead and mark experience for your fail.
I've done it. I've marked experience, yeah.
And guys, I'll step out the car, and Nate, you kind of fall into this weird. Your head hurts, and you fall into this weird state of being.
Alright,
God.
we've
You know,
arrived.
honestly, this is just a bit. Sorry, everyone. My head is really hurting.
What
You're
the
gonna have
fuck
to give me
is
just a
wrong with
minute.
your accent? What has happened to you? What is going on here?
Steve, I'll be totally honest with you. I really need you to just give me a moment's space because my head is ringing.
No,
Okay.
no, what the fuck? I'm leaving. And he just walks off.
oh god, I saw this.
That's
one-
Nathaniel. That's Nathaniel.
Nate,
happened, Charlie?
where's your stash? Where's you have something
I
that you
I
brought
don't
with you?
have it because all they gave me at the shop was herbs.
Oh shoot! And Charlie turns to Patty and she goes, I think Nate is sober. I saw this happen one other time, and it wasn't pretty. There was a
Guys.
lot.
Guys, it's okay. It's okay. I've got some stuff back in my van. If we just let's just head on with this. It's okay. I'll be totally fine. It's okay.
Okay, Patty goes and she grabs,
just
she goes in
having a
her big
panic.
bag and she pat.
Why is he British?
The voice that he does.
Steve, come back here! Come back! And she's
Okay,
gonna
I'm
pull out
back.
the little, like, you know those little Advil packs? Those little Advil packs
The
that
little
have like
tiny ones
two.
with, like, the
It's like a
two pills
square
in
and it has like 2 in them.
Yeah.
It's just gonna It's just gonna pass it to Nate and be like, "Go grab a water bottle out the back for your head." Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Of course.
He's
yeah.
gonna go and he's just gonna, he's like, oh, I'm so bad at taking these.
Do you think it would be likely that Steve would have gotten a couple syringes of morphine?
No, I don't think Steve would just.
No?
Have, you gotta
Okay.
tell me that beforehand. I don't think.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll
I think
get,
you
we'll
could
get
get
that.
them, but
We'll
I don't
get
think Steve
that
have
later.
them.
That's so specific.
Ow!
We'll get that later.
Ow!
It's a little concerning.
You never
to
know.
obtain.
Syringes
You'd have to tell me
Oh,
how you
okay.
got there. We'd have to have a whole thing.
Yeah. Look, Steve has connections, and I intend to utilize them.
Oh, Stevie.
Oh, Stevie's dead.
Oh, dear.
Stevie.
Oh no! What a shame.
What a shame.
Oh, are you back? Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, are
Did
you?
I about during my ketamine joke?
What?
What?
No.
Hello? Yes.
Hello?
I'm sorry, we didn't hear your
Hello?
joke. We didn't hear your
Should I
joke.
leave the call and come back? Should I leave the call and come back?
Oh, no, you're
You're
fine
fine.
now.
It was
You're
just
fine
now.
now. You're fine now.
We just didn't hear the joke.
Oh, I'm good now? Okay. Alright.
What did you say?
You want to hear the joke?
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, just tell us the
Tell
joke.
us
No,
now.
because I was just going off of, I was like, oh yeah, it has, syringes of morphine and just, well, what, I don't know what ketamine actually comes in. Is it like powder? I was making a ketamine joke.
I think
You are, for
it's
the love of God, please
injected.
continue.
But that's a good
Okay.
point. Next time I should get tranquilizers. That was a faux pas on my part. I apologize.
I think you came very prepared today, Steve.
Well, evidently
you.
not.
Uh,
I forgot the tranquilizer.
I see.
I think
see.
we should be
Um,
totally fine. I don't think we need any tranquilizers for any potential monsters. I've got my axe, and he's gonna try and pick up his axe.
You can't.
Well,
You go to reach down, and you're like, I've got my axe, let me go grab it, guys. And you go to lift it up. You can't pick it up.
Are you telling me that not only can this man...
that's
Not only is this man British when he's sober, he also becomes incapable of fighting.
what? No, that's
Are you not worthy
This
of
is
your
just
axe when you're sober?
You have to be drunk to pick that up?
that's a lot of pressure to put on one person. Okay, maybe my arm's just really tired today. Have you guys considered that for a moment?
Well, you were carrying it fine before, is all I'm saying.
Yes.
I understand I was carrying. This is a real bummer. Okay, right. Let's just take pictures in the house, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just keep going.
Alright.
Patty's so thrown off by Nate's
Everyone's
energy.
just like,
oh wow,
oh.
that's different.
Everyone's just like... He's pouting. Nate's legit
Yeah.
Look, I'll be fine once the Advil kicks in. Okay, just
Charlie's
We call
having
him Nathaniel
flashbacks to when like Nate was trying to clean her cabin and like organize it when he was this way before. She's just like, it was. I don't like this. I don't like this whatsoever.
It was immaculately clean, but my god, at what cost?
He wants to whisper to Patty and just say, we should probably add some alcohol to the list of things we bring on trips, just in case.
Yeah, maybe I'll just have him pack his little baggie with him
that could work.
every time
yeah.
he comes out. Just to be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works. Did you know what areas you wanted to take pictures of? You wanna
Oh,
after
fucking
you,
idea.
I guess.
I'm just gonna take
Oh,
random
okay.
pictures. My uncle will take what he gets.
Okay.
Charlie like
So do
rolls
we,
her eyes at
like,
it. She's like, you have to get the right angle and the right light. I'll show you how to take pictures, okay? I do this all the time.
Cool.
You want me to take the pictures?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Of course. So yeah, I think Charlie starts going towards the
So you guys, there's like a short fence around like the front of the property. The back is just kind of more open because it's a big farming area. But the front of the property is kind of got this fence. You go to like walk in, and it's not not locked or anything. It's like, I mean, it's closed but not locked. So you open it, and when you step in, I think that you notice off to the side, Charlie, like because you're walking in the front, like you just start walking into the yard. You're about halfway in, and you see just laying on the ground a clipboard. And it's pretty noticeable because the grass is a little bit overgrown, but this is kind of pushing the grass down. But just a singular clipboard out on the lawn.
Ooh, she's gonna go grab it for sure.
Pick it up. It looks like if you try to read over it, it looks like the clipboard of like probably someone who's like talking about housing stuff. Like it's got some numbers on it about like how old the house is and like the kind of woods and like what time the demolition's gonna be here and then what kind of stuff. And, like, it's got checklists that need to be filled out that aren't filled out. Like nothing's checked off and nothing's written in the spaces that should be. But it looks like an unfilled out form for like the people who would have come here. Actually, at the top, you can see the name of the company, which is like the local construction company. I named it. It's called Boom Bam Kazam Construction.
Okay. Wow. Boom. Bam.
So it's Boom Bam Kazam Construction, and it's their clipboard. It looks like so.
She's gonna take the papers off the clipboard and she's gonna put them in her backpack.
Okay.
Do we see?
Yeah, I mean, she's just like slightly into the front yard. Like it's just like right there.
Before you put those away, that's just negligent. I feel like we should fill those out for them and give them to them, because if they start building stuff here before assessing all of that, what if that new building falls into the earth because it's not stable enough?
Let's just wait and see what we find here. Maybe it's not a good place to build.
Okay.
This place makes me feel really nervous, everyone. I feel really uncomfortable
it's okay,
here.
Nate. And Charlie like starts patting his shoulder and is just like, "You're gonna be okay. We're gonna take little baby steps, and soon your headache will be all gone. All right?
Okay.
Come on,
thank-
help me pick out some places to take pictures."
Okay. I don't really have the eye for this though.
Well, I was just thinking, no one's living here. Do you think he had some alcohol that he left behind? We can maybe go find some.
Look, I'm really not meant to drink during the day.
This is so contrary to everything I know about you as a person.
I've never really known Nate to be a drinker. Nate, you don't drink?
I mean, I have partaken. My parents were very much strict, however, on what I should and shouldn't.
But they
Be a
were
part
fine
of
with
actually-
you just lighting it up.
I mean, they weren't around for that.
Oh.
Steve, you brought up a really
Patty's
tender subject,
in-
okay?
Patty's running
Oh.
up
It's
and like
okay,
wiping
it's
away
okay.
tears.
Cool.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
It's fine, everyone.
I,
Oh, baby.
you know, it's been a while since I've done this, so I thought I was safe. I'm gonna go look in the house by myself
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Go scope around for a little
yeah,
bit. Patty
yeah.
is like, Patty is like,
You got him like you're hugging him,
Nate,
patting
like,
his
honey,
shoulder.
it's gonna be okay.
Charlie gives her like the
It's
thumbs up.
okay.
They're taking care. She's like, I'm gonna just go around as well, make sure everything's good. If you got this under control,
Right.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
and
I got this. Thank
I
you.
want Charlie to roll Spirit Touch.
Okay.
Oh,
Remind me about that,
Um,
and then let me know.
So your experiences have made you sensitive to the supernatural. When you sense magical things, roll. Oh wait, so can I do this since it says when you sense magical things, roll plus weird.
So it's when you sense magical stuff,
Yeah,
not
I
to
missed that
sense
little
magical
bit.
stuff.
Yeah, it says when you sense magical things, roll plus weird. On a 10, you could sense them fully. I don't know if it's just worded that way or if it's.
Can I perceive it? Ah, forgot how weird this document is. There it is. Your expenses, I mean, you should roll, and then when you sense them fully. I think you can do it, but maybe a bit later.
Okay.
Like when maybe something else happens and you got kind of an inkling.
Okay. I thought I was gonna do something cool. Never mind.
You can do undercookies.
It's alright. No, but Charlie is gonna go looking around.
Where are you going?
I think she's gonna be taking photos of the outside first.
Mhm.
So she's just going around taking pictures of each side of the house, going around taking photos of the land before she goes inside.
And then Steve, you're going inside.
Yeah, Steve is just kind of gonna be looking around just out of habit. 'Cause this isn't the first time he's made someone cry because he doesn't really understand other people's feelings and emotions sometimes. And every time it hasn't happened in a while, but every time it does happen, he's like, oh, I see. I'm the asshole. I'm gonna go now. And he just tries to do something to, like, do something,
Mhm.
you know? So he's just looking around.
Okay.
Just looking around.
All right, let's start with Charlie. You're out. You're gonna go. Let's say you're walking around like the side of the house. It's been abandoned for a while, so there's just like old tools out here. Maybe like a little shed that looks like one of the tiny little ones. Probably stores garden things in it. The back there's a couple like there's like old like plants and stuff like that, like garden beds. Some aren't full. Some have things in them. There are a few. It seems like some of the plants are growing, and then some of them aren't. So like you see a bunch of tomato plants, and maybe some of them are still growing tomatoes, and then some of them aren't, and some of them are like dead. You'll see like maybe wheat, and you see like there's some lines of wheat. Some like they're kind of they plant them in squares, but like squares of wheat. Because this yard is pretty big. It's a pretty good amount of land out here. So it goes for way far back than you can see. And some of the wheat, it looks like it's grown but like dead, or there's corn that's like grown but not really like fallen over in that weird browning state that they do. So there's a weird back and forth between whether or not plants are alive or dead. But you also see there's like a singular scarecrow, like the one that you can see out in the middle of the yard, like in the back-ish, just kind of perched. It's like a little arms out, in the flannel. And then you like, oh, that's a scarecrow. And you look over and there's actually another scarecrow way, way further down, like for like another plot of farming land back. It's got a different one. One has a yellow plaid shirt, the other one has a red plaid shirt. someone gave them different shirts. They got like slightly different hats. So
Uh-huh.
they got funky little hats. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Charlie's gonna go up to these scarecrows. This is partially me and Charlie would just want to go up to the scarecrows and check them out and say hello.
All right. Yeah. You walk up. They're really cool looking up close. Look like they're not there. They look like they're well loved. Like they're not just like, oh, they've been out here for ages and everything's been pecking at them and they're dirty and all that stuff. Look like it's been a while, but something's been keeping them up. They look nice. They look nice as scarecrows can be. Filled with hay.
She's gonna give like a little curtsy before like going up to them and be like, "Oh, hello, what's your name?" And she's gonna start like taking pictures and she's like, "You look very handsome. I am sure that you have been taking good care of this land since, your owner's been away. I'm sorry about that, but you look nice.
Mhm.
I like your shirt." So she's just talking with them and
You go
taking
talk to
pictures.
each of them. Yeah. I think you go talk to the further back one. You kind of say the same thing. You take your little pictures, and as you're like heading back, you're kind of walking in like a path in between the crops. And I think your foot catches on something, and you like look down, and there's a small hole in the ground. It looks like a pipe or pole or stick would go there, but it's in the middle of like the walkway where you would walk. And that's a little weird. It doesn't like take your whole foot in there. It's not very big. It's like a little thing, but it's enough that you're just like, oh, I don't want to trip over that, and you notice that.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you are walking past the first scarecrow, you're just like, bye, weird hole, and keep on moving. Steve, where are you going in the house?
What's in it? Like,
Well,
I don't.
So you walk up to the front door. It is locked when you do go to that. They don't leave that unlocked, actually. You watch them
Cool.
to it and you go to unlock it. I would say this isn't too hard. It's a pretty old lock, probably like an easier one. You probably could practice on this one pretty easily. So you unlock the door, and it clicks like it unlocked, and you go to open the door, and the door doesn't move. Like the knob doesn't turn.
Oh,
Like it's unlocked. You unlock the top one, the bottom one. You saw if there's a bolt or something, maybe you wouldn't stop you from unlocking.
so it's like it's stuck basically.
Mhm.
Okay, I think he's gonna just kind of. 1 and 2 and 3, and try and shoulder charge just to like get it unstuck.
Okay. Kick some doors don't have hit points.
You know.
Doors don't have asses.
They don't. So let's just say roll tough. Just roll tough. It's not necessarily kick your ass. Kick some ass roll,
Okay.
but
Okay.
tough.
That's 12.
Yeah. So you do exactly what you want to do. So you're just trying to dislodge the
Yeah,
knob.
the
You're not
entire-
trying to
like-
break the whole door down.
Yeah, like he thinks it's stuck, so he's just, without using what he thinks of as like a normal amount of just pressure to unstick it, because he assumes it's just jammed.
Okay. So I think you do exactly that. No faults, no falter. You kind of hit it again, and you kind of like feel it. You're like, okay, cool. And you go to Jimmy the lock, and it does turn now. So you're able to open the door. When you try to open the door, it feels like it's heavy, or like there's something resistance that's not opening it all the way, but you're able to pull it open. But you do feel it was like someone was holding the door on the other side and was like, no, don't open the door. And you just said, no, I'm opening the door.
And that was very strange. Hello? As he looks inside.
You don't hear anything. You look in the house. It's like an old standard house. There's like really nice, comfortable furniture. It's like nice hardwood floors with like really cool carpets. There's a few knickknacks around. Everything's covered in a pretty thick layer of dust. On like most of the stuff. Just a nice living room greets you. Little walkway, little thing for all your coats on and shit. Pretty nice. No answer though when you say hello.
Okay, guess no one's here. Takes out a torch. Oh, was there a light switch?
I think they probably turned the power on since they were gonna come and do things, so they could turn on like the breaker. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just turn on any switches and I start wandering around. I'll start with the living room.
Alright. Do we want to take a break here?
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Everybody wants a little break? Yeah. So we're gonna go take a little 10-minute break. We'll be right back for the actions. You guys hang out, hydrate, snack time, potty break, all the things, and we'll be right back.
Bye.
I'm just vibing.
And we're back. Welcome back, everyone.
And we're
Had a little lunch break. I hope everyone had food and maybe a snack, maybe a potty break, maybe definitely some hydration. You know, I got me a Capri Sun.
I have water.
Actually, this is Kool-Aid Jammers, but
I got pretzels, I got cheese, I got green tea, and I got water.
wow,
Good.
I got some Ritz.
I got
I
water. I have a croissant. I have apples.
What's that?
Yeah, and I got the little Ritz peanut butter cracker things.
Ah!
What you got for
Look at us.
Stop!
I have
can
a
drop
bottle.
a croissant.
With some unknown liquid in it. It might be empty. Who knows?
I had
Fergus drinking
waffles.
Waffles?
It's water.
I already ate them.
You're drinking waffles?
Oh,
No, I ate.
you blended them.
Whoa.
Nah, I just vibing.
You're just vibing.
Yeah.
Well, all of you guys had some nice snacks out there as well, and let's pop back into it. So, as we left off, Charlie was out hanging out with the scarecrows. Eve, you were inside the house, and you had just entered after the door gave you a bit of weird. Give real quick. What is Nate and Patty doing outside in the front during their little love session of it's okay? I bet your parents loved you. You know, just helping out.
Nathaniel's just draped across Patty's shoulders, and he's like, they're not dead.
Uh-huh.
They just left one day and never took me with them,
Fuck
and then never
bastards.
came back.
Oh my god. Nate!
It's
You
okay.
deserved so
It's-
much better.
I probably just
did.
wasn't that good of a son, and they just thought,
No! That is never
okay.
the case. It's no,
It's-
Nate.
no,
it's
it's
not
okay,
okay,
Patty.
and I'm so sorry. I really am. Here, and she's gonna take out a little baby wipe, and she's gonna try to like wipe off the tears that are left there.
oh god, there's so much dirt on my face. Can you take it? I feel so unclean.
No, it's alright. And then she's gonna just start like wiping, like circling, wiping everything off. And she's gonna say, Nate, you cannot be a bad kid, okay? It's bad parents, okay? A parent should never leave their child, and I'm sorry that happened to you. And it's not something that you should carry yourself, honey. You're too wise for that, to be holding that kind of burden on you. You know it's not your fault. Okay?
I'm not that wise.
Oh, yes, you are, honey. I've been listening.
I just make up I'm a liar, and that's why they left me.
Nate, honey.
He's gonna break down.
Oh my god.
He's just sobbing, and then he's like, "You should go. You
Yeah.
go and help them. I'm just gonna like just sit
Yeah,
down
there's
for
a
minute."
blanket in the trunk if you want to just like nestle in the car. Here, and she's gonna give him
Thank
the
you
car
so much.
keys. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he's just gonna wrap himself up in the blanket and just sit in the passenger front seat and just just sit there. As the door closes, you just see, can't really hear it, but he's like,
she's watching it happen, and she's like, "Oh my god, that poor kid. Oh god." All right, and she's gonna just like turn around and look and see if there's anything like at the front, like on the porch or anything.
You can see
so like,
anything you wait. Well, continue. Sorry.
oh no, I just wanted to investigate. I was just wondering if I had to roll for anything.
Oh well, so you
investigate.
gave him a hug, and then if you're looking for something particular, you can let me know. Ooh.
Particular.
Otherwise, you do see that the door is closed, and you think that Steve went inside. Door is closed, and Charlie is nowhere to be seen. So there's nothing really much happening out here. So you can roll to investigate
Okay.
history if you're like want to look up something particularly suspicious or try and find out some secrets. But you don't have if you. I'm just.
Well, if there's nothing
you
like
want-
that sticks out to her, then she's probably gonna go inside to check on Steve, make sure he's okay.
I think you go to open the door, and it is locked.
Oh, okay. She's gonna try and like look. There's a window?
Yeah,
On
there's
the porch?
like these sheer tattered, like not tattered, but like sheer old blinds on them.
Okay, so
You
she's gonna look
kinda see through
inside.
some of them. You know?
Okay. And I guess she's gonna try and see but Steve's in a room, right? So she's gonna try and see if there's like someone in
He's
there.
the living room, but you don't know where the windows end up at. But you try and pick one that maybe You assume like you just went in, you know, couldn't have been that long.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
you pick one closer. You look in, and I think you don't see anything. Just like the
Okay.
house, like, you know, the rooms and the furniture in the living room and the couches.
She's gonna go and like I thought I could have sworn I saw Steve go inside and she's gonna knock on the door, say Steve, like really loud, try to see if he can come and open the door for her.
You don't hear
Does he
anything.
hear it?
Cool.
Oh.
So you get no response, Patty.
Okay, Patty is gonna go around back. When she sees he's not getting a
You
response.
see Charlie walking back from the scarecrows, just kind of like walking along, maybe skipping a little bit, just like, man, I'm at Scarecrow. I took a selfie with a scarecrow today. In action.
She probably did. She probably was like, say cheese.
Patty. Charlie, did you were you with Steve or did you see him go inside?
Yeah, I think he went inside. But I was taking pictures of the landscape and everything.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
those scarecrows. Did you see them? Look how cute they look.
Pat's gonna look at the scarecrows and be like, oh yeah, yeah, they're cute. They're very cute. Very something.
I found these papers, by the way, and I think Charlie hands her the papers that she found on the clipboard. I think Agnes and Bertha said that they were coming out today to do work on this house, but maybe they came and left already. I don't know.
I guess this clipboard looks pretty new. Okay. Well, did you get all the pictures you needed? We can try and grab Steve. I tried knocking on the door. He locked it behind him, so I wasn't able to get in. Maybe we can go in through. Is there a back way? Is there a back door, Art?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
maybe
we can try the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all my pictures I needed to take out here anyways.
Okay, awesome. So Peg's gonna walk up and try to open the back door.
Also locked.
Okay.
Give you some moments. Steve, what are you doing in the house?
So, just wants to make sure everything's up to code. And is currently.
Tape measure?
Where did you
Oh,
get
wait.
that?
I have a tape measure.
Fergus said I want to have props too.
Yeah.
Fergus said I want to have props too.
No, I just keep these near me at all times. You never know.
Oh.
I hate that
Yeah,
I
no.
can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
You live your life. Fergus lives a very dangerous life. But yeah, you get your tape measure out.
Measuring tape.
Mhm.
That is measuring things. Is the couch up to spec? Is it like the right size for this room, or is it like too big?
It's actually the couch. I think it's maybe like a L-shaped couch. It's actually fit perfectly
Okay.
where it is. It doesn't obstruct
Okay,
the walkway or
that's nice.
anything.
Yeah.
There's no carpets like in the main hallway. They're kind of only carpets like on the floor where like you would sit down, you know. Oddly enough, the living room seems pretty nice. I mean, the fireplace you think could be a little further away from where it is, like scooted over a little bit, in the location that it is. If you were doing it, you know, you think you could just, but it's alright. It's an older model. You think you probably want to update it and seem like the most competent
A lot of
thing.
dust.
Yeah, a lot of dust. A lot of dust.
Kind of cleaning a little bit of it away. I think. Is there a TV?
It's a
Okay.
I think it's modern enough. Modern 10 years from ago.
Yeah, not like not a plasma screen,
Yeah, it's
just
not a
kind of like
plasma,
yeah,
physically.
like it's not a box.
Yeah, not a box, but it's not like
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of cleaning that off, trying to turn it on.
I think you turn it on, and it's like just like kind of static when there's no channels or cable. Like there's nothing for it to pick up. Like it's just kind of like
Okay.
a standard TV. I think you're like, nice.
Hmm.
And then you're about to go turn it off, and you're like looking down the back because it's a weird remote. So you're trying to find where the power button is on the remote for a second. You're like, oh, it's the red one at the top. And you look back up to before you can push the button, and the static has gone away to a black screen. And you're like, a bit questioning, and then after a moment, I think the static spells out something where you only see these letters that are made of the static, and the rest of the screen is black. And it spells it out like a letter at a time. L-E-A-B-E. Leave. Before it turns off.
I got the chills. I'm so sorry.
Okay. It's okay. Go turn the TV on again and see what happens.
It doesn't turn back on.
Gives it a little smack.
The TV?
Just you hit a TV to get it to
You hit
work
it a
if
couple
it's broken.
times, it doesn't seem to do much. You kind of jostle it.
Well, that was weird. And he's gonna keep looking around the house.
Alright, Nate, are you still just hanging out in the car? The crying session's continuing, are you doing anything?
Nate's probably just kind of like now huddled himself. He's cried himself out and stuff. His headache is now gone, but like he's a bit itchy in places and stuff. And his mouth is like pretty dry, so he's trying to drink all the water in the back of the car.
There's a lot of water bottles.
Yeah, he's like
feels so
necking those back.
dehydrated.
Yeah, he's like, oh god, this is the worst. Oh, there isn't enough water here at all. And then he's gonna kind of like open the door and kind of just like still wrapped in the blanket. Is gonna kind of like
It's got like
look at the
characters
house.
on it, maybe. Like it's like a kid blanket. What characters do you think it is, Petty?
It's Paw Patrol.
It's Paw Patrol. You got a Paw Patrol
like,
blanket. You got
wrapped in it.
Chase, Marshall. All of the pups are on that.
I have no idea who these pups are, but
There's
I
a
know
bunch
that
of
they're
animated
pups
puppies
in
on
high.
it.
You don't know Paw Patrol?
It's a lot of dogs that look like they. Oh,
Just-
Bree's frozen.
oh,
I'm more of a cat person. Oh, am I frozen?
You're frozen.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you're
good
back.
now.
It's a lot of puppies on it that all have like. They look like they're dressed for their job. So one of them's like a firefighter, one's a police officer. Oh,
Oh, nice.
little kid's cartoon. But you
Love
have a lot of
that.
pups on your coat, on your blanket as you're waddling outside the car.
And then he's kind of just like, I feel really uncomfortable about going into someone else's home without an invitation.
Oh wait, you walked around to.
Yeah, he's kind of like at the door because he thinks everyone's inside now, and he's like,
Okay, so you're kind of like talking to the world. You're just like feeling.
yeah, he feels he doesn't want to do it, so he's just gonna kind of knock on the door. Is the door open or is it closed?
Close.
He's gonna knock on the door and be like, I don't know why I'm knocking. The person here died.
Yeah, no one answers when you knock.
Patty,
Nate?
Dolly.
Because she's
Nate,
around the house.
yeah,
Like,
you're
we're
on
outside.
Are we going in? I just.
Well, Steve's inside. She's gonna walk to the front of the house, and say, "Hey, yeah." So Steve's inside, but he locked all the doors. We can't get in.
Oh.
I tried knocking.
He's gonna knock again. He's gonna be like, please let us in.
You know, Patty, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I don't really see a reason as to why Steve would lock the doors. Especially when we would be coming in as well. I just have a weird feeling about this.
I think you're right. I just kind of assumed he would. You know, Steve's an interesting person, so I just thought he
Yeah.
would. You know, just Okay. It seems like we're gonna have to try and break it. Does anybody know how to pick a lock? Maybe.
I picked the shed for the boo hag thing, but that was with Steve's little doohickey.
Do you have any bobby pins in your hair?
No, Charlie wouldn't have bobby pins.
So Patty's gonna try and pull out a credit card. See if she can like credit card swipe the door.
Aw.
Damn it.
Aw.
Okay. Is there like bricks or anything that we can try to like
break
throw?
in.
They're gonna break down the house anyway, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's just
yeah,
try
there's
and
some like bricks laid down on the ground that are like kind of marking out a path.
Okay, cool. Patty is going to try to throw a brick through the window.
Okay. Go ahead and I guess.
Hey.
this could only end well.
No. Carry on. Do your roll.
What happened?
Oh no, do your roll.
Oh, okay. What roll would that be? Is that
Tough, just roll a tough. I guess you're kicking some ass to the window. You guys like fighting inanimate objects a lot, apparently.
why do I keep rolling really well?
Nate's just gonna keep knocking on the door.
No, he's just.
What is my tough?
Inside, I think Steve has probably
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come
gone
back right
to.
before anything
Yeah, okay.
happens.
So I
No
rolled
worries, man, no worries.
a 5 and a 6, and my tough is 1, so that's a 12.
Perfect 12.
Oh.
So I think that you step back a little bit and you're like, scoot out the way. And you're gonna pick a window, maybe you think where the living room might be, or just like open enough, and you go, you chuck it. It hits the window. It kind of, the window seems to give just a little
Okay.
bit, like it bends in a way that glass shouldn't bend, before the brick flies off past you, sort of past your head, like out into the road, like out into the grass next door.
Oh, okay. Well, we have Steve's number, so we're gonna call that, and I'm gonna call Steve. Yeah, so I'm calling Steve to try and get them to get out the house.
And inside the house, Steve, you tried to turn on TV. TV said leave.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I think he's done in the living room, and he's gonna go to the bathroom just to, like, freshen up, I think. Like, wash his hands, wash his face, you know. So he's gone in there.
I think you go in the bathroom. The door's not locked or closed or anything. It's kind of like slightly ajar. And you go in and you're just like, you're like washing your hands. There's like some soap, questionable soap. Probably been here for a long while, but it's soap. That's something.
Yeah, you know.
And there's like one of those shower curtains that's just like a glass screen, like a sliding door kind of deal. And as you're kind of looking up and you look back down and wash your hands, look back up in the mirror, the like mirror fogs over. And you're just like,
Eh?
pardon?
Oh.
And I think you blink. You just blink and you see like this massive shadow within, like kind of like when you see someone in a shower and you're like in the bathroom when they have one of those kind of showers, and you see like this massively shadow. They seem like it's encompassing the tire, like a figure, a shape that's encompassing the entirety of the thing. And you hear scratching noises as it sounds like claws or like knives are going down the shower wall from the inside. And you blink once more, and then the steam is gone, smoke is gone, and there's just 3 claw marks about a foot big going down the glass. Scratches.
Oh, I see. Takes the chain off.
Oh, I see.
He pulls out a little, like, he has a little vial of salt, and he's gonna apply salt to the chain.
You're just gonna. It's not gonna stick. What are you gonna do to make it?
He probably, like, wets it
Okay.
first to, like, put it on.
Sure. Yeah. What?
This might be. You might. I understand if you say no. Can he attempt to use magic? Because he has been reading through those books as best he can
Magic how?
in his spare time. Just to enchant a weapon. It gets +1 harm and plus magic.
Okay.
Like I think he got like ritual salt. Like he bought some. I don't know if it is, but he
bought it
bought
online and it said ritual salt, and who knows if it's actually ritual salt. Sure,
Yeah.
I'll say you can go for it, but I'm gonna give you a -1 going forward for this.
That's fine. So it's just gonna be a straight roll.
Yeah.
Because I have +1 to it.
There you go. I like the chat. Just Steve, leave, Steve. Ooh, salt.
Salt. That's going to only be a 7.
Okay.
Which is technically it works, but imperfectly.
Yeah, so I think that you're like, you wet it in the sink. You're just like, oh god. And you just like apply salt to the chain, and you're just like, okay, cool. And you try to pull out your phone a little bit, and you're like scrolling through, like zooming in on some of the spells and trying to get like a good grasp of maybe like something you've seen once, and you're like, I can do this. Look, open your eye, peeking around. You look back at the chain. I think that so you get the effect that you want.
Yeah.
And I think that you'll also get a glitch. And I think that
Do I pick it or do you pick it?
I decide what effect the glitch had.
Okay.
Okay. I will say I'll give you a hard choice. You either get I will say that either the effect is like weakened, it doesn't work nearly as well as you think it is, or something bad might happen. Like you either get like it won't work as well as you think it is or what your goal is, or something bad might happen and it works perfectly well and it's perfectly exactly what you want it to be.
Okay, so something bad might happen to me.
Yeah, something bad can happen to you.
Do I get
But
a
your
shitty weapon?
Your weapon will be cool if something bad happens to you, but it won't be as cool if something doesn't happen.
Then the weapon will work at least.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's go for the bad thing.
I think that you imbue it and you're just like, hell yeah. You kind of feel it and it has like a bit of a shine to it maybe. It just looked like the salt seemed like it's sticking perfectly and you're like, fuck yeah, I did that shit. And you're feeling real cool about it. You're like doing a few little spins in the bathroom. And
I've definitely seen Castlevania.
You've definitely seen Castlevania. You're doing a few little spins in the bathroom because Steve has definitely watched Castlevania. And you're just like, hell yeah, heck yeah, I did this. Maybe you're watching the chain as it goes, and then you are like glancing down at your hand holding the end of the chain, and then you look down, and the floor below you that was just like tile is just black, just like this weird dripping, like it seems like it's not even there, like translucent substance, and you're just like, oh no, and it's really comical because you fall through, and the world goes black. So, back outside, what are you guys doing?
Cool.
Sorry, I have to move Sheba.
So
she's
yeah, go
trying
ahead
to-
and mark
my
your
cheese.
things. Fergus. Mark your
So
thing.
the phone call didn't go through.
Oh, that counts as being captured? Okay.
We were trying to call Steve, so the phone call didn't go through.
No. Did not answer the phone.
Oh my god. Yeah. Steve's not picking up. I don't know how else to get into this house.
Maybe they have one of those like basement doors that go, the ones that like open up big. Maybe we could try seeing if we can go through that.
Yeah, did we see one in the back art?
I don't think so. I would have said it.
Okay.
What are you gonna say, Nate?
Nate's gonna knock on the door again and go, sorry, our friend is in there. Could we get him out, please?
Roll manipulate someone.
Hey, it's a house. How hard can it be, right? Houses are stupid.
Is this Monster House?
I love Monster House. Oh my god. I love that movie.
Good movie.
I rolled a 7 plus, what is it?
Charm.
It's charm?
Mhm.
So 8?
Okay. So they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now. Shochi minutes. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what you want. So what are you gonna do?
Listen, I'm really sorry that my friend tried to throw a brick at you. I would really like to get my friend. We'd like to get our friend out of the house, and I'm getting the vibe that you don't want anyone to come in. So if we get him out, then then no one's gonna be in.
Yeah, I think you say that, and I think you hear a click. Door unlocks. You go to untwist it, it does open. There is that give. It feels like something's pulling against you, but it does open up without too much struggle.
Okay. I think the house wants us to get Steve out.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Patty's gonna bend down and pat the porch and be like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware you were sentient. And she's gonna Does somebody want to stand in the doorway to like make sure it stays
Gladly.
open? Okay.
Gladly.
Nate's like,
Okay.
I'll stay here with my blanket. I feel safe here with my blanket.
Okay. Charlie. With me, I guess. Let's go.
So, Charlie,
And,
I think if you want to do your thing now, this might be a better time since you kind of know that things are weird and, you know, you go ahead and maybe put a hand on the floor in like the middle of the living room kind of deal.
Yeah. Ooh. I got an 11.
Heck yeah! So this is Spirit Touch. Your experiences have made you sensitive supernatural. When you sense magical things, roll plus weird. On a plus 10, you can sense them fully. So, I think that you are like, okay. And you put your hand down. You don't know why, but you feel like this is gonna work. You don't know why you feel like it's gonna work. And you're actually really nervous about it because you think you tried something last time and it didn't work out. But for some reason, you feel like you have the ability, and it's your hand that has that ring on your finger. It's just your hand that you put it down. And I think you're feeling nervous, like this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna. This house is like, what? It's not even real or anything. And I think you hear like just an echo of a voice in your head, that's like, "You've got this, darling." And just as you hear that, you feel like the magic, like you don't see it. It does nothing physical happen, but you feel like a little bit of a blip, and suddenly you're very aware of what is around you. And you feel like a bit of you feel the magical aura that is this house. It's all around you and all encompassing, but in certain places it is stronger. Places like below your feet, like under you, maybe there's a way down. Upstairs, and like you can kind of feel over to like the right, maybe there's or left, there's a room that it feels like it's coming from. Out in the yard is another kind of blip. So there's places where this presence feels a little bit stronger. It also feels like it's moving between them, like it's not staying in one place. But those are the blips that you kind of got. Outside, upstairs, below you.
I'm gonna need 5 to 10 business days to recover from that.
I was like, Steve is buffering right now. Wait.
So here's more
I'm
lore.
not gonna
No,
lie.
stop. You can't keep going. You aren't supposed to keep going.
Didn't hear a couple words after you said you've got this, darling. I literally shut down. I really did start buffering. Okay, so you said upstairs
below
down,
you, and outside.
below, outside. Charlie's gonna look down at her ring and then stand back up, and she's gonna go, this is kind of weird, but I feel some things going on in here, and I think something's downstairs, upstairs, and outside. I don't know if this is Steve.
I think we gotta pause.
Yeah.
Stevie.
Whatever it was, it got Stevie.
No!
Oh no!
Stevie!
Alright, we'll go to break.
Join me.
Hold on. It'll only take me a
Nope,
second.
we won't go to break. I lied. I'm a fibber.
You always, it's just me switching between
okay.
my hotspot and my internet.
Stevie.exe has stopped functioning. It's because of what I said. I'm sorry.
So I don't know where I cut off, but
It's
Charlie's like, something's downstairs, upstairs, or outside. I don't know if it's Steve or if it's the old man or something else that I'm feeling.
Okay. Maybe now that we're inside, Steve might be able to hear us. Steve?
Steve?
Can he hear us?
I think you vaguely hear him, yeah.
Well, what am I doing right now?
Well,
is
you know,
probably
a great question. Is that so? Right as we'll say that you fell, and we'll kind of lead up into you hearing them. You fall down, and at first there's nothing. It feels like you're kind of being squished in a space that isn't like you can't just reach out and just like move in it, and you're moving. And then you kind of like fall through and you land on your butt and you're like, oh, what the heck? And it's like mostly dark in here, and you kind of like hold up your phone light, looking around, and it seems like you're in like an unfinished basement. Like the floors aren't very nice, and like there's a wall. Looks like it was like gonna be built, but like wasn't finished. There's like a few like random things in the corners, but you're in an unfinished basement. But you don't see a door or like any form of entry to this.
This is fine. Every horror movie I've ever seen, the basement has always been a perfectly fine place to be.
Of course. That and the attic.
Especially when there's no exit.
The best place to be. Everyone's seen those movies.
Can I investigate?
Sure. Go ahead.
Cool.
Investigate the mystery that is this.
Cool. So that's sharp walls.
Oh no, not the great stat.
Ooh, that's a 4.
Oh, go ahead and mark experience. Fail. I think that you're just like, I'm gonna figure out secrets to this room. I'm gonna find out all of the science, everything right, everything wrong, all of it. And you're like feeling along the walls. Maybe you're feeling for like a loose brick or something.
Mhm.
Hold on. Let me proceed. Like, bop, bop. This is my thoughts music. Thoughts sounds. I think that you go to feel around for stuff, and I think you maybe try and pull like a loose brick, and you try to pull it out and it doesn't actually work, and then you hear like a noise behind you, and you whip around, but before you can kind of like fully turn, something has grabbed onto you, specifically onto your chain, and has yanked. And you do like one of those fun twirls, like where they spin you out. And it's like there's a whirlwind where you're just spinning, and then suddenly your hands are bound by your own chain, with like this weird energy around them. And you're kind of perched now on the floor with your arms bound to each other, with your own chain somehow, with your own salty chain.
My legs are fine though.
Yeah, your legs are fine. You can get up.
Okay, I get up. Do I see anything? Can I flail wildly with my legs?
Yeah. You just to prove a point. Alright, so you start yelling. You start yelling at the top of your lungs. Okay, cool. This is, I think, after you yell, right before you start yelling is when you like fall on your butt. You hear, Steve!
Why?
And you guys hear just the like you hear noise, just a smidgen bit of noise, like someone, like you think you're, and then you hear from him, you listen, you like put your ear to the fucking floor, and you hear it sounds like Steve.
Okay. All right. I hear him. You hear him down there?
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
Okay. I guess we're gonna step in closer, try to figure out where exactly the basement is.
Yeah. Charlie will start looking around for the basement door.
Okay.
And Patty's gonna like look back at Nate, take a you know, little notes from him, and be like, Winston, we're just trying to grab Steve. I promise we're gonna get out of your way as soon as possible. I'm assuming it's you, right, Winston? Does she hear anything back?
I think you say you ask if it's Winston. That's what you're asking, basically.
Yeah.
I think maybe there's a little old newspaper from like 10 years ago, like an old newspaper on the coffee table, kind of where you guys are standing, and it like flicks open, and I think a bit of the page is like ripped, and it takes like it looked like it took part of a headline that had said like a word on it, and it's just like 2 letters. It's just no. It kind of like rips and then like falls slowly onto the table, and you can read it says no.
Okay. All right. That's all right. We don't need to. We're gonna get out of your way anyway. It doesn't matter who you are. We're just here for our friend, so we're gonna go to the basement now and get him out. And so she's gonna go and try to open. She's gonna walk to the back and see if there's like a basement door she can open.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Yeah, I think you go like I don't know where basement doors typically are. Maybe like under the stairs or something. Where basement doors typically are. It's sat under the stairs basement door.
Mm-hmm.
You go to open it. It is unlocked.
Okay.
And I think what happens is they go to open the door, and then there's just kind of this wall of like just black, and you're like, maybe the lights aren't on, and you're like trying to feel for a switch before you walk in. And it's kind of black for a minute, and then it's like kind of opens up, and you can see down this long flight of stairs. And you hear Steve now just screaming, top of his lungs. And it doesn't seem like he can see you, but you can, as you peek your head down. I don't want to say you walk down if you don't want to, but you can see him, like, just on the floor, flailing his legs, his arms wrapped in his own chain, which is kind of glowing a little bit. Looks like it's a little salty, like a pretzel, and he's just yelling.
Oh God, Steve, what the hell? She's gonna go and start trying to see. There's stairs there, right? It's not just like a dip.
Stairs.
Okay, perfect. And so she's gonna like touch the walls and be like, I'm going down and I'm getting out. And she's gonna start taking steps down.
Okay, steps down.
Okay, and she's gonna go to Steve and try to, like, I guess, like, wrestle him?
When you touch him, Steve, you can suddenly, like, feel a presence, and you're like, whoa! And it's just Patty.
What?
It's just Patty who's suddenly in front
Steve,
of
it's
you.
me! It's me!
How did you get down here? Did it eat you too?
Oh, what? What happened? It ate you?
Yeah, the hole opened and it sucked me in, and I was here.
Oh, gosh, okay.
I think this is like I think this is a stomach.
Oh, okay, well, let's get out of the stomach. Okay, that's just not...
Well, how? How'd we got
The
eaten?
stairs. I got
Stairs?
There's stairs right here, yes.
I
Come
didn't
on.
find any stairs.
Well, let's get you up, and she's gonna try to, like, get him up, right? And untwist with,
Yeah,
like...
you can untwist
Steve,
him.
oh, Steve, what did you... Is this... How did you do this to yourself?
I enchanted the chain and then I got sucked down into a hole and I was here. And I went to look around and something grabbed the chain and then I got wrapped up in it. And because it was magic, I couldn't get out.
Oh, okay. Maybe you did the spell wrong. She's just trying to walk towards the stairs.
Well,
and-
okay. I think it looks alright.
Was Charlie doing anything? When you saw Patty go
I think
down?
Charlie was waiting by the stairs. She didn't go down. She's kind of like looking down the stairs and then
Like,
looking
looking around the
back
house?
at Nate, like trying to make sure, like
Yeah, I think Nate's
yeah.
kind of perched in huddle. I think where you are, you can get like a view of kind of the kitchen area. I think you can honestly kind of see a bit of the backyard. And you kind of see movement back there.
Oh no.
oh.
And you
Charlie's gonna go
you went
towards
closer.
it. She's gonna see about the movement, yeah.
Outside, you see a very familiar face. It's Alice and like two other kids. Two other like kids around her age, like young teens, that seem like they're kind of like looking around, like they're not supposed to be, like they're kind of sneaking into the yard. And you're pretty young. You think that these are some kids like being like, oh, let's go check out this spooky abandoned place before they take it down. Nobody's here. They're kind of coming from around the back and they're kind of walking through the field right now, kind of scooting closer. And it's just like Alice, like the girl, and then there's like maybe like a boy, and then like another, like maybe like androgynous teen. They're both young. You vaguely know about them from the school, like you know most kids around here. And they're all just kind of like laughing and pushing at each other. And I think like one of them pushes like Alice too hard, and she falls like into the crops and like lands on him a little bit. And then they're just all laughing and joking. And I think you're just like, what the fuck are y'all doing here? And as you like go to like check back on Patty, and you look back at them, one of the scarecrows is gone.
Whoa.
And that's as Patty comes up the
Char-
stairs. It's like you're coming upstairs as that's happening.
Oh god. I don't think Charlie would even say anything. She's just gonna go out there and she's gonna yell. She's gonna be like, Alice, what are you doing?
You run out the house and yell that?
Yeah,
Out, like, the
yeah,
back door?
yeah.
It opens when you go
Yeah.
out the back door, yeah. You run out the back door and yell that, and the teens were just kind of laughing, and there's still that one scarecrow that's close to the house, but the one in the back that the yellow flannel was gone. And they're like helping Alice up, and like Alice looks up and she's just like, what the heck? What? What are you doing here? What? And all the kids are just like, we're just fooling around. What?
I got I got hired to take pictures of the house. What are you doing here?
We heard you. We heard you.
We heard you.
We had you. This is
It's
good.
just an interesting.
It's always when I try and say something, my internet is like, no,
No,
you will
you may
not
not
speak.
speak. You may not
No.
speak.
Yeah, no, Charlie is gonna be like, I came here, I was hired to take photos of the house before they tear it down. What are you all doing here? You should not be on private property.
And I think they're just like, yo, that's so cool. Get hired to take care of the house. Heck yeah, you should be doing that, Alice. And I was like, stop. We are just like gonna come check it out. I mean, everyone's been kind of coming out here taking a look. We're just kind of looking around, you know? And before you can say anything else, I think you like look past them just a little bit, and in a little bit further in some of the corn that is like partially fallen, partially up, you can see like the figure of like one of the scarecrows, like the stick just standing, and then like the body of it snap up. You see that motion. You visually see that motion. And they don't notice. They're still just like, yeah, so we were like just gonna come check it out. I mean, you got access in the house, and you can show us around the house. Yeah, you can show us around the house. We want to go inside or whatever, you know, like we were thinking we could just like take some cool pictures maybe for our project or whatever, you know.
You know
Like,
what?
cool.
It's actually my friend Nate came with me as just to make sure everything was okay. Maybe you could talk to him at the front of the house. And she's like just trying not to scare them as she sees like the movement of the scarecrow. She's like, why don't you go talk to him right now, and he could help you guys out with maybe telling you some cool facts about it, showing you the front of the house. How does that sound?
I think they're just like, I guess. Go ahead and roll manipulate someone.
You bet.
Please roll well. Please roll well.
Oh, I
Can
rolled
I
an 8.
assist? Oh, okay. Can I? Okay.
Wait, we're not there, are we?
Can I
Coming
assist?
upstairs,
'Cause-
depending on the roll, I think you could obsess. It's like if you
Okay.
get up to a 9, if depending on what your adds are to charm.
Are you waiting for me? I
Yeah.
rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's your stats?
You don't have anything to
Yeah,
add to
yeah.
it? Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I
No.
yeah, I
think,
added the plus. Too.
So 8 with charm is that they'll do it for you, but you gotta prove something to them. Do them right now. So what are you gonna do to maybe go the extra while and try and convince them? Because they're just like, you know, I mean, I don't really want to hear facts about the house. I mean, I think we want to go inside, or I don't know. This field looks pretty cool. Maybe we could do some crop circles back here. I mean, they're gonna tear
So-
it down anyway.
You know how the man who owned this house died?
I mean, didn't he like just die in his sleep all calm like?
That's what everyone says, but actually, he was murdered.
What? How do you
Yeah.
know?
Nate told me. He knows everything that happened in this house.
I've never heard of some guy named Nate. Where does he get his information? How do we know he's reliable?
Well, he travels all over the world. He's from all over the world. He's also been banned from a couple countries because of the things he knows.
And I think they look at each other like, and they're just like, yo, that's kind of sick. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of sick.
Yeah. He also has a pretty sick van that
Really?
he travels in. Mm-hmm.
Like his
Yeah.
own van, like he lives in a van. And Alice is like, that's tight. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
you
would
guys
like
should
that.
go talk to him. I mean, he is kind of busy right now helping me, but if you guys are that interested, you should go talk to him.
I think Alice is like, yeah, that's cool. Let's go. And she just starts walking, and they will follow her. They're just like, oh, okay. And they scamper
We have
out.
a really cool van, and then they walk up front. It's Patty's minivan. that
Patty's
they
minivan. They're deeply offended, but at least they're not back there because as you were talking, the scarecrow was just steadily getting closer. You watch as did these tiny little hops. Its arms aren't like stagnant out; they're just kind of wiggling, or like they're tangible arms. And it's getting closer and closer. The one that's in the front of the yard was kind of slowly turning to watch where they were going. And that's right when I said that, it's like, Patty, you are up the stairs with Steve just fine, and you see Charlie's gone. You look towards the back and see that Charlie's hanging out.
Do we
We
see
did-
Alice and the kids?
Yeah, you see them like just out of your peripherals, like they're just barely turning around to the front of the house.
Oh my god. Okay. She's gonna walk out, and she's gonna be like, "What is Alice doing here?"
I don't know. She was walking around with her friends and everything, but Patty, look, and she like points towards the scarecrows. I told them to go to the front of the house and talk to Nate, but I think we got a bigger problem.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the scarecrows are in totally different locations than they should have been.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
I think
Steve?
like, are me and Nate there?
Well, you're there because you're
No,
with Patty.
Nate's
Nate's
not
at the
out of the
front door
house.
until Nate does not want to be at the front door.
Okay.
You're there, so you see all this.
Well, it seems like whatever's here really doesn't want us here. I don't know if we should engage in this with the kids up front.
Yeah, I think they should definitely get out of here. But are the scarecrows still moving?
Mm-mm. They're both
They're
staring at you all. Like,
Okay.
they're pointed. One of them is much closer. The one that was farther back in the field is much closer. And the other one is also a little bit closer. And they're both, like, turned now, facing you. Like, and sort of kind of looming. They're a little taller because they're not on the ground anymore.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think. Oh, Patty, I think they're missing a friend.
I'm sorry?
I found a hole in the ground when I was taking pictures of them before. I can only assume that it's a place for a scarecrow. So while we see those two, there might be one in the house or somewhere. I'm not sure.
I feel like Patty's gonna she'll start running towards the front to make sure, like, because the kids are up there, and she wants to make sure that there's like not a scarecrow around
Okay, speaking
them.
of which, how was Nate doing as you see these 3 teens coming up? Oh. 3?
Ree is frozen in the most sad.
Dead inside. Absolutely in pain.
All around me are
Familiar faces.
Faces. Worn out.
Oh my god.
Ree.
What is that?
The scarecrow got
The
Ree.
scarecrow got Ree. Oh no. Oh, my friend. Thank you, Sarah. I'll go to break real quick. I'll wait for this. We'll be right back, guys.
Oh my god.
We will be right back. And we're back, just like that. Nah, I've come to talk to you. Not y'all singing the the Hello Darkness Fire song in the chat. Alright, Ree, what were you gonna say? Do you have anything you were doing this
Okay,
whole
so
time?
yeah, Nate has been like wrapped up in this Paw Patrol blanket. He's been literally sat with his back against like the porch and stuff, just chatting with the house. He's kind of just like, this has been a really hard, like emotive journey for me, like in the last hour. I wasn't really ready to come out of that. I don't know if you have any. Do you have any drops of alcohol or any specific herbs in here? A house?
Just
Anything?
asking the house if it's got any form of any. I think for a moment you're just like, no, of course you don't. You're just a house, and like nothing happens. And then I think you're like sitting there. And you're just like, this is fine. I think, are you perched on like the porch, like the front door, like in between before the crack? I think you feel like a bit of a force pull you back into the house, like all fully in, and the door closes. And I think you also fall through the floor. But where you pop up is like the tiniest little wine cellar that is like super small, like a secret little area. But it's like filled with some stuff, with a few things. Not a lot. It's not crazy, but it's like some pretty old stuff in there.
He's gonna tear up. He's like, that's the nicest thing. I mean, it's a bit weird, but this is super nice. Thanks. Any suggestions?
I think maybe one of the cases rattles, and you're like, okay, this one.
I'm on it. and he's gonna go straight for it, and he's gonna like open it up. Is it like a cork,
It's
or is it
fork,
like
but I
a?
feel like you have you're mentally at that
He's
place
like-
where you're just gonna chop it off. You're just gonna keep going until it comes off. Sure.
And then he's gonna like, yeah, he's oh god. Cheers. And then he's gonna neck it back.
You
and
just go for it. It's pretty strong. It's pretty
Oh,
strong.
he's gonna chug it. He's chugging it down.
Bottle? You're going at it?
Whole
Damn.
bottle.
Wow, you're gonna be more Nate than Nate's ever been. I think once you've like chugged the whole bottle, you're just like, ooh, it burns. Oh, it burns in the best way.
Oh, it's so good. Right, okay. Couple
You do
minutes.
some breathing
Couple minutes was
exercises.
good.
You do some breathing exercises.
Oh!
You set the empty bottle down. You're like, ooh, yeah. Woo.
Dude. That tastes great.
Oh boy.
That's
think
some
you-
sweet stuff.
Yeah, I think it's like, heck yeah, this is great, and you're like turning around, like you see more of this room because you didn't actually look at it. It's pretty small. It's not like a big room, kind of like the size of like an average like small like bathroom size. Like, it just has kind of the alcohol on the wall, and like it's maybe just set up for that. And you turn around and you see like this tiny, itty bitty like little figure, which seems about like 2 feet tall, like. And it's just a shadow. You can't see any redeeming features on it. But when you're just like, man, this is great, it kind of just tilts his head at you.
Nate's gonna tilt his head back and be like, sorry, did you want some?
Shakes his head.
No worries. Mind if I grab another?
Shrug.
Cool, thanks. Is this your house?
Shakes his head.
Were you the one who dragged me in here?
Nods his head.
Ah, thanks. Did you open the door too?
Nods. And then
You don't want us to be here though, right?
It shakes its head, but then it seems to stop for a moment. And then it kind of vanishes. And out front, Patty, who was walking around to go check on the teens, they walked around just as Nate was like gone, and they heard the door shut. So they're like, "Oh, you go inside?" So they were trying to open the door.
Oh, okay. They didn't open it.
They didn't open the door. It's locked again. They were trying to open the door, like, "Hey, hello." Where,
what
where is
are
this
you
Nate
doing?
guy?
Hello.
Well-
Hello.
And then one of the boys was like, "We were coming up here to see this Nate fellow because apparently he knows about everything." And Charlie said we could come talk to him, but then I think he just closed the door on us.
Right, and your parents know you're here.
They all just look like,
Uh-huh.
like,
Okay. Start walking home, or I'll take you home myself in my car.
and they're just like, "Oh no!" And they're all like, "Okay, let's go." Yeah.
Okay,
Alice,
okay.
safe. And they all just kind of like, "See you, Miss Williams," and then please tell my mom, and then just run.
Okay. So she realizes like Nate isn't there, and she goes to the door and she's like, I'm not gonna hit you again. I'm so sorry about that again. But please, could I have my friend back? And she's gonna try to open the door.
I think as you say that, the door does open, and I think
Okay.
Nate, that's when you feel yourself like being shifted and pulled, and you pop up, and now you're on the couch. You pop up and land on the couch. So you see Nate just like come out of the floor. On the couch. Just pop on the couch.
Oh wow, Nate!
Hey, little guy, that is the sickest thing I've ever seen. It feels weird. It feels like the cells of my body are tearing apart and stitching back together again. I didn't enjoy that bit, but it's pretty sick. Sick move.
Oh, you seem better? You seem better.
Yeah, this little shadow dude pulled me in. I chugged down this whole, I think that stuff was like moonshine or something. It was smooth, burned my nostrils a tad. But I got another bottle of this, and I'm just heading straight in for it. Feels good. Feels good.
Well, I'm glad.
He's just gonna neck the next bottle back.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He's just like, woo, yeah, okay. Oh,
hey, let's woo outside the house. Come on.
Oh God.
yeah, little dude. This isn't his house, but he did open the door for us, but he wants us to leave.
I
But
think
I think the dude is chill.
I think he's chill with you.
No, I think he's chill.
Oh.
No, I think he's chill. Like, I think he just doesn't want us to be here, but I don't think it's because he doesn't want anyone here.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
sense that too.
He
I don't think
looked up before he like disappeared. What is up? Is there anything on the ceiling?
There's an upstairs and like more floors which you haven't seen, but there's nothing particularly up there.
Hey, little dude, if you're still here, is there something bad here?
No response. Patty, Charlie and Steve, you guys like walk around the front because you're like, Patty, and then you kind of come around and you see that they're kind of standing, talking in the front of the house, so you're there as well.
So what's the verdict here?
well, I think the house just wants to be left alone, but Nate is starting to feel like there's something bad, annoying the house? Is that what I'm getting, Nate?
Yeah, I feel like this little dude just seems so chill. Just kind of curious, you know?
Okay.
Like, I felt like a kindred spirit.
Oh. She's gonna look at Charlie and be like, well, maybe the bad thing is the scarecrow?
What's wrong with the scarecrow?
Oh,
I
there's
don't know what the bad
Why-
thing is. Maybe.
Why did the scarecrow start moving?
I kind of want Charlie to go talk to the scarecrow.
Okay. I would say, let's see.
Because I want to use monster empathy.
Oh.
And I want to see what it desires.
Okay. I was about to be like, let me look at something. Go for it. Go for it.
Girl, get it!
Wow.
Get some.
I got an 11.
Okay, read to us what that is. Read to us about it real quick.
When you try to work out what a supernatural creature desires, roll plus charm. On a 10, hold 2. On a 7 through 9, hold 1. Spend your hold to ask the following questions. What does the monster desire? What would it accept as good enough for now? What would distract it?
You want to know what does it desire?
Yeah.
I think you are like going out and you're like gonna go talk to the scarecrow and you like kind of dog did something interesting.
Yeah, but sorry. I thought you could hear my dog.
No,
He's
my dog
yelling.
scooted behind me and like shifted my chair with her with her scooting. So I want a wheelie chair. So she's like moving. Like, okay, I'm sitting close enough to Mike. Sophie, thank you. You go up to like the closest scarecrow, which is the red one. They're still perched in the same places where they were. And you like go to axe its desire. Like you kind of like, I mean, how do you want to do it? Do you want to like reach a hand out? Does Charlie just like?
I think she's gonna go up to him and she's like, "Hi, it's me again. My name's Charlie. I'm sorry if we're disturbing you or if those kids were bothering you. We're just here to check things out. What is it you want?"
Okay. I think as you say that, the scarecrow, because it wasn't facing, it's like you go to stay in face of it, and it kind of seems like it tilts down just a little bit towards you. But it like hops again, and it's kind of moving away from you back towards the house, and you're just like, okay. You follow?
Yeah, I follow.
Okay, I think you follow it back to the house. It just kind of stares at you until you maybe get the hint to go up the stairs, back inside, and you're not in the kitchen where the door leads out. You're entering a room that looks like a study. It looks like there's books lining the walls. Looks like there's some like papers everywhere. And there's specifically one book flat on the table. It looks like a journal.
You want me to check this out?
No response, but the journal does open to the first page.
Oh, she hurries over. She hurries over.
This is written in like very easy to read, but a little bit scraggly written handwriting, and you get the idea as you read through the pages. This is Winston's journal. So basically, these are notes about his time in this house and his time in Driscoll. There's nothing like exciting or crazy, like he wasn't documenting a bunch of weird stuff, but it seemed like it's just like an older man's journal, someone who lived alone, keeping count of the days and keeping up what he does every day, talking about his morning coffee and going out and I don't want to keep talking. Here. Okay, you froze, so I didn't want to keep talking.
Oh no, no, I'm here.
And most of the entries seem pretty normal, just like a normal little farmer man's entries, and then eventually one of them is like talking about how he found something weird out in the fields. And all the dates before that had talked about how he'd been trying to farm for so long and just trying to help people in this town because, you know, getting fresh produce is pretty hard here and you gotta go out of the way, you gotta get shipped in or something. Like, it's not the easiest thing to come by. So he was trying to do that for the town. Like, he was just genuinely a good man. And as you read the entries, it says that he found something weird, something or another was like helping, but like only like in one corner of his field. We ran. Like one corner of his fields, and then he talks more and more about it, and he goes more in depth, and he's basically saying like, I met something or someone, and there, and maybe like, okay, so it says entries like he found a little thing, a little creature. He describes it as, there's like a little sketch of it in the notebook. It looks like a little guy about 2 to 3 feet tall, based on like he's put some ruler ticks, with like these like pinkish red eyes, and the face is entirely black, kind of shrouded in a hood, and the eyes glow. And the hood has these little tiny ears coming out of it. It looks like scrappy, and like it's kind of tethered, and he's mostly the hood, mostly the cloak, and little tiny black feet, no arms. This little guy, and he said that he was scared of it at first, and he thought it was something crazy or like a demon or something, but it just kind of stayed. And it didn't do anything. It stayed in like the corner of the yard, and wherever that thing hung out, the crops were great. The crops are beautiful, and they flourished, and they're amazing. And so eventually he opened his doors to it. He let it inside. And it went and lived in the basement. It had a corner in the basement where it would sit, and it liked to sit with a blanket, and it liked to just hang out there. And it was just kind of a friend, and it brought him company. He talked about all the fun little things. He said he eventually named it Sock because it had such affinity for carrying his socks and just like collecting them. So he was like, do you just like that name? And it did vibe with it. You get the idea that this man, like he says at one point he tried to get like lavender incense. But whatever this thing was, hated them. And it went away for several days when he did that. And he never got them again. He thinks they don't like the smell of lavender. But Sock basically was a friend of his for his last couple of years here, and that was why the land was prosperous. But it seemed like Sock also took care of the house. He never had to worry about things getting like messed up. Anything that broke was fixed. All he had to do was ask, and all that it ever asked in return was just company. That's kind of what you read in the journal. And I think the last entry is just like he writes down like, I wonder how he'll be when I'm gone. I wonder if he'll stay. And that's the last entry.
Okay.
And then the door to the study like opens up once you like lift up from reading, and it's just out into the hallway. Like it looks like it's just out to the rest of the house.
Charlie's gonna take the journal. And she's gonna walk out, and she's gonna say, Sock, are you around here?
I think you do see Sock. I think Sock kind of comes through the wall, and it's this little tiny guy just standing in front of you, exactly as the image kind of displays. Just a little guy.
Wait, you sent an image?
I sent an image.
Or wait.
Chat, yeah. Let me see if I can DIY put this on the screen. I didn't do that ahead of time. I'll put it in the Discord. Come look in the Discord if you want to know what he looks like. In the Soul Around Discord, I'll put it in the art. I'll put it in the Paragon chat.
Yeah, put it in the Paragon chat. So you said she sees him?
Yep. He's just standing like against the wall.
She goes, she kneels down and goes, "Hey there, buddy. I read about what Winston wrote about you, and you were his friend and everything. You must be pretty lonely here all by yourself, aren't you?
The little ears like droop down.
Do you know that people came here today to try and tear down the house?
I think it nods and like one of its feet stops and the house gives a mild shake. And you
Yeah.
guys feel it downstairs. You're like, oh.
I'm sorry that they're coming in here and trying to tear down your home. I don't know if it's safe for you to stay here anymore. Now that Winston's gone. Do you have another place that you maybe can go?
Shakes his head.
Charlie twists the ring on her finger and she goes, You want to come with me?
I think it like tilts its head and seems confused and like looks back towards the stairs where all you guys are gathered down there. Kind of wondering where Charlie went. And just looks at you just confused, like it doesn't understand.
They're tearing down this house, and I have a house out in the woods, and I got a little herb garden going. If you like living on farms, it's not much, but you know, it's something that's growing. I don't know. I'd like to help you. I don't want you to be here by yourself.
I think it, I think you have to roll charm.
Okay.
I rolled in another 11. Oh my god.
Okay, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you roll 11 on charm, so I think it's considering, and I think that's when you guys are all downstairs. What are you all doing down there while you're waiting?
Oh, we don't know any of this, do
No,
we?
you just know Charlie's gone, and I think you are concerned that Charlie is gone, and has been for a little bit. Because Charlie read through the journal, and it's been a while.
I think we should go check.
I'm just saying, the little guy, if he wanted all of us to be together, he would have put us all together. Maybe he just wants like a little one-on-one
I'm
chat.
just worried about what's happening because when I was in the house, it ate me. And
Yeah,
That's valid.
I went whoop into
oh,
the
it ate
floor.
you too.
Wait, no, it didn't eat me. Yeah, I just whooped. Alright? It's not the same as being eaten. It didn't digest me. And the little guy it gave me some of this and a little bit more. So no, it's chill. And look, I'm happy to sit here. It plonked me on this sofa, so I'm gonna stay on this sofa until we see, Charlie again. And then, we'll just see what the little guy wants us to do.
Okay. Shadow person? Can we see our friend?
I think you say that just as Charlie, you made the offer, and it seems interested, but it does also hear Steve. So you kind of are standing there, and then it just like looks towards the stairs, and then just like nods at you once and starts going down the stairs on its little feet, and like for you to follow.
Oh, she follows.
It like walks
I'm gonna
upstairs,
cry.
And you guys see this little guy just down the stairs.
Oh, you're a little dude!
See, when it showed up to me, it looked a lot scarier.
It does. It like expands its form into like this like
that, right?
Giant,
You can't like.
terrifying,
How am I
like,
supposed to look at that?
shadowy monster?
How
and
am I
shrinks back
supposed
down.
to look at that and think, oh, this is friendly?
Patty is so
My
conflicted.
dude.
She was like, one of them had a bad experience, one of them had a good experience. So her hand is in her purse on her gun, but she's just like, I don't
It's
know what to
okay.
do.
His name is Sock. He was
Aw.
helping out. He was helping out Winston. Before he passed away, he was his friend, and he helped things grow. I found it in his journal. Sock showed it to me, but I think he's a little lonely. And he didn't want his home torn down.
Oh,
Nate's gonna get up from the sofa. Is he still in his big form? Or is he shot back down again?
He saw back down again.
Nate's gonna head over and crash down and he's like, hey, I know what it's like to be left alone in your home. It kinda sucks. I mean, like, so, you know, it's better now because I have people outside of that home that are chill with me and that sort of thing. So, you know, I mean, like, I'm chill for you to vibe with us. I don't know how you'd feel about living. Charlie, have you already?
Yeah. Invited him to come live with me.
Well,
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause my van is kind of gross. But if you want a summer project, my little dude.
Well, does he want to leave? I thought he cares about the house. Do you want to leave? Sock?
Question mark sock. I think that there's a little maybe there's a journal somewhere, or maybe it takes the journal, like it kind of gets pulled from your hand without like using its hand, and it pitter-patters over to the couch and like pops its way on top of the couch, and the journal's sitting like on the coffee table. It doesn't use its hands or anything, but it starts. I think it takes a pen from your pocket, Steve.
Yeah, I'm gladly like, oh no, please, absolutely.
I've got. What kind do you want? You want blue?
Which one? Do you want ballpoint? Do you want ink? Pen?
It writes down, like basically, it writes in like full sentences. Basically, that it's willing to go if it has to, but it doesn't want to let go of Winston. And this feels like this is all he has of Winston. Is his place.
Oh,
And
go ahead.
I was actually going to turn to you.
You go ahead.
Callie, could I get that paper you found before? Could I have that?
Oh, yeah, I gave it to Patty actually.
Patty, can I?
Oh, sure. She takes it out her bag and gives it to Steve.
Hey, this is a little weird, but go with me on this, okay? Sock, the person who had this, what happened to them?
Sock just like kind of stares at you and like blinks twice. And then you hear. "Ah!"
Okay. So, give me. Can I pull out a calculator and start running some numbers?
Mhm.
And I like look at the like different check marks on the box. And as I'm going through it, I want to check everything that would lower the value of this property.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple things. There's a couple things. There's like, you know, between like the upkeep and like the yard is so overgrown. There's a lot of things. You definitely think you get this price down.
Okay. Yeah. Can you get that person to show back up?
And then you just kind of see like his shoulders fall. And he falls, and like there's just a scrawny little man who is like wearing like a suit, like not a suit, but like a outfit, like he's supposed to come out here and like do some paperwork or something, like he's supposed to survey, and he's got like a crooked, like slightly undone tie, and he's ruffled. He's just he's just screaming.
Hello.
Who are you?
Hi.
Who are you?
My name is Steve Lanky. I am from the Big Money No Worries accounting firm.
I know that accounting firm.
It's a very good accounting firm. I also think it's the only one in town, but that's besides the point. And I hand them the clipboard with all the things marked off. You were just kind of knocked out when we came to investigate.
I felt like I was in a void and everything was darkness. You know,
You were dreaming.
No, you were dreaming. As you've checked all of this off. This looks like a pretty bad place to build some new stuff. Honestly, I think
work to the ground.
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna lose money, honestly.
Really?
So maybe,
You think so?
yeah, I think maybe you might want to sell it. And actually, I mean, I've been looking for a new property, so I'd be willing to buy it.
Oh, well, you know I'm not gonna say no to someone from the Big Money's No Worries accounting firm. Can I go? You can have it. I'll talk to my boss. We can get that worked out. But
Absolutely, awesome. Yep, go. Please go.
And I think he gets up and he's just like shaking, turns to the side, sees Sock sitting there on the couch. Sock just like, for just a moment, just like twitches. And you don't know what this man sees in that twitch moment. But he goes screaming. out of the fucking house. He's barreling through the door, opens and shuts behind him and like pushes his butt a little bit and he goes flying off the porch.
As soon as he goes, I get up my phone, I call my bank,
Mhm.
and I wait. I don't know if you want to do the
You
conversation.
don't have to do the conversation,
Yeah.
but you're
Is that
going through the
yeah? I'm
process.
just like, hey, so someone might ask to take some funds in order for me to buy a property. I'll be buying a property, is what I'm saying. We'll use the other account I don't use a lot. And we'll buy that. Yeah.
And he agrees.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
So, at some point, I'm going to own this house, and I don't know if Charlie, you just want to move in. I'm gonna be frank. Your house is terrible. Absolutely, like so many building codes just violated.
Well, before you move in, Sock, was it? Those scarecrows outside that's your doing, right? That's not anything. Okay, good. Yeah, all right.
There's like Sock just like gets up and waddles over to like a one of the closets and like kicks the door with like one little foot and it opens and there's like one scarecrow in there. This one has like a teal panel, but its stick is broken. But there's one scarecrow in there.
Oh, well, we can get that fixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. Would you mind if I moved here, Sock?
I think it's like Sock thinks about it for a moment and then just kind of like does like the most wholesome little jumping up and down of excitement. And like the lights flicker a little bit, but they flicker in like rainbow colors. RGBs.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I guess moving in, and I'll help you take care of the house and everything, and get that scarecrow fixed up. Absolutely.
I will also mention this is a very big house. Well, Nate, as much as I know you like your van, it might serve you well to have a property.
Take a
So
room.
You
maybe
wanna
get
be
some
roommate?
real ID, not a
Official
fake
roommate?
ID.
Oh, yo. So long as I don't have to put my name on any formal papers to say that I actually live here, then yeah, sure.
No, it's okay. We could just make it like how you crashed at my house at the shed.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, technically,
like-
the house will be in my name.
Sick.
So
we
I'll
don't
be
have to
paying
pay
you
rent, right?
Oh,
It's
Oh.
okay. It's
I
okay.
feel. I don't know if I want to. No, you don't have to pay rent.
You sure?
Thank God for that, because I probably
don't-
wouldn't.
Nate's like, I couldn't if you asked me to.
Yeah. I Nah, I don't like dealing with that stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you, Steve. That was really, really kind of you. I appreciate that.
Well, the other option was fighting.
burn the house.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to do that, honestly.
I
For a
was gonna
number of
burn the house.
reasons. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I saw the flamethrower in your van and I was like, oh,
I was
she's-
gonna use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kite's like,
So-
I was.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Who knew that? We're gonna be moving in together. And then she says that while she looks at Nate. I'm real excited. Oh my goodness.
All right.
I haven't lived in a house since I was like a kid.
Oh, Nate.
No, man, no. You don't have to feel bad about that. I had some of the best years of my life. It's just weird.
It's positive.
It'll be nice. We could like get a little sign that says like Nate and Charlie's place. I think that'd be cute.
And this isn't too
Can we get-
far
can
from
we
the
get,
forest
like-
either.
Can we get like one of those doormats to say wipe your feet on the way out?
Yeah.
I love those.
This isn't too far from the forest, actually. So you
Oh.
could get there, like, pretty easily. It'd be a little bit of a walk, because you'd be walking.
That's
but
neat.
not too far. If you were to van,
Charlie-
not that long at all.
Charlie kneels down to Sock and goes, so next couple days I'll be packing up my stuff and moving my things in here, so you might have some time alone, but once we get everything in, we'll be here with you, keep you company, and we'll start fixing up the house for you. How's that sound?
I think, like, the little Sock does, like, a little hop jump of happiness, and immediately, like, hops down from the couch, or hops stops wherever it is, and kind of it starts fixing things. It starts like there's dust everywhere. He starts like dusting areas. He starts like cleaning off the furniture. The plastic that was maybe on one of the couches, tears that off.
Did we pull him out of a depressive episode?
Yeah. Like that the room is suddenly looking, it's not like full, it's not like alive, but it's definitely less like dirty. He's like cleaning up. He just starts cleaning. He starts cleaning up.
I'm not meant to be crying on the Monster of the Week one. What the fuck?
You like are standing in the middle of the living room, and like Hawk runs outside after dusting a little bit where you guys are, and like stands at the door and does like a little you hear just the smallest huff before Sock is running through the yard, and the plants are slowly building themselves back up, and they're uncurling from their positions. Like Sock is fixing everything up.
That's so freaking cute!
This is great. This is awesome. This is. I mean, if you guys want to start, maybe, farming, we could sell the stuff. I make some extra money.
Farmer's market did well here. It did well.
Yeah.
My God, did it thrive. That's why he had this big ass house. Winston, this is a little house. He built this up.
I've seen some of Winston's old financial records. That man was rich.
Because he farmed in this tiny ass.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I won't have to buy my herbs.
Oh boy.
Oh my God!
I do want to remind you that the house is in my name. So please keep that on the down low.
Maybe
so
we can do that in
sure.
the basement.
The unfinished.
Yeah.
That is
There's dirt in there and everything.
Patty
Without
is
stairs. There's no way to get into the basement. Yes, that's a good place to do it.
Patty
I'm
is
sorry,
looking-
I physically cannot stop crying.
I know. What
so
were you saying, Patty?
Oh, that Patty was looking at the this might upset Sock. But she was looking at like the curtains and everything, and she's like, Sock, I know a great interior decorator if you want to like switch up some things.
I think you are
in
looking
here.
towards the backyard, and you just see Sock's like form jump up. You see it in the window, and then land back down, and you take that as sure.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, right. We're gonna spice this up. All right, put a little flair in here.
Yeah,
catalogs. The drapery is nice, but it was 10 years nice,
It was
nice
old.
10
Yeah,
years
it's
ago.
old.
It was nice like 30 years ago, honestly, actually. It was probably nice a very long time ago.
Okay. All right. Well, we
I
did the
will. Yeah, I will say we don't actually own it yet. It's probably going to take a little bit for the rights to transfer over. I probably have to meet with some people. Oh, I have to meet with a lot of people. Oh.
I can help you with that if you like.
Yeah.
Patty does do house.
Yeah.
You have a realtor.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
literally
that'd
a
be
realtor.
great.
This is probably
Can
right up
you-
your alley.
can you
Shit.
facilitate?
You're
Yeah, can
like,
you
wait, I know
can you
exactly how to do
facilitate
this.
for me?
You're literally
I'm
thinking
sorry?
about this, and you're like,
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, I can handle
Oh,
it. I got
yeah.
you. I know people. I'll get them on the phone
we-
today.
So we can go to the meeting with the what's the name of the building company?
Boom Bam Kazam construction.
All right, and we
Bam,
can negotiate.
I like
That'd
the
be
idea
great.
that your low-key, your accounting job and your realtor job has never been more iconic to have in a campaign than right now. And Patty's just like, we can do this in like a week or two. I know the fuck to do.
Yeah, I
Patty's
know.
like, y'all can start moving in. Y'all can start. I've got
Yeah,
this. What are they
it's
gonna
done.
do? Say no to me?
Please, if they want to sell in this town. All right.
But yeah, I think that you all kind of maybe spend a little bit more time just hanging out with Sock. Steve, you're kind of crunching numbers on the couch, and maybe occasionally like a bottle of water will be scooted closer towards you. Or Nate, you're kind of like you find where the wine cellar is, and you're like, fuck yeah. Like this is a great place. You notice like maybe the light's messed up and you're trying to fix it, and maybe like a new light bulb is next to you suddenly when you need it. And Charlie, you're looking around the office and you're reorganizing the books. You make sure like all the papers are neat. You think you'll be left in a little bit of disarray. And then
Is there a picture? Is there a picture of God? What? I can't remember.
Winston.
Winston. I want to say Clarence every time, and I don't know why. Winston. Yeah. Is there a
There's
photo of
picture of him.
Winston?
There's a picture of him, and it looks like he lived alone for a very long time. He did have a wife, so it's like a picture of him and his wife, and like another one with when he's by himself. He was a kind-looking sweet man, and you can actually see just the tip of what you think is the equivalent of Doc's ear in the photo, just like peeking out from behind. You know
Charlie's gonna take the photo, and she's gonna bring it out to like the living room area or anything, and she's gonna put it like on the main table, and she's gonna be like, well, we're gonna fix up, like she's talking to the photo, she's like, we're gonna fix up your house and we're gonna take care of Sock, okay? Promise.
And I think when you say that, the house feels like the air turned on. It feels cool in here. It feels like perfect. Like it was maybe a little toasty because it's hot outside. Maybe the air turns on, the wind blows through. Even Patty, you guys are sitting down doing all your paperwork, your crunchy numbers. Like I can do this. I can totally. You're looking at
This house is a steal. Self-repair, self-heating, and self-air conditioning. Oh my god!
I know. And just report all the things that were broken when we first got here.
Right.
And then it looks like Sonic's gonna fix it all. Exactly.
Right. We got people in. Oh my! This is great. It was a great deal.
Just start calling people.
You guys are making phone calls. Charlie, you sit down with this photo and the air turns on, you look around, it's your new place. And that'll be the end, I think, of episode 3 of Paragon Dust. Thank you all so much for coming to this lovely, wonderful adventure. Please join the Discord if you wanna join the group and scream about this later and see Sock in all of his glory. Get an exclamation point Discord in the chat. Be sure to follow all of these lovely people for joining me tonight. Just follow all of them at their socials on this. You know what to do. I believe there will not be a Wayward Wanderers this Saturday because it's Juneteenth, so we're going to be postponing that. But next week we will have Question Bound with some awesome people on that. And next week is also a new campaign in Bonnie's Bloody Birthday, I think. So the Frankenpunk stuff will be happening, Bonnie's Bloody Birthday, and the first episode of the Mortar Reverie starting that Saturday. The new D&D campaign be DM'd by Holda, featuring a lot of amazing people. Be sure to check out our socials for the next couple days because we're posting all kinds of new stuff about them. But I think that's it for us. Hope you all have an amazing night wherever you are, wherever you may be. I hope it's awesome. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.